Hello, everybody. I was bad at counting. Hi, guys. Welcome to Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos summer extravaganza. Welcome back to Dork Tales, Patreon exclusive live on YouTube. As you can see, our regular folks still aren't back yet, but we have a absolute beautiful abundance of amazing people on screen for you today. If you probably know me, but I am Christa. I am your storyteller for Strixhaven, and Kelly has allowed me to run this chaos, and I still don't quite know why, but it makes me very happy to be here. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns, and I am very, very excited to introduce this incredible cast that we have put together. So what I will do is I'll just kind of go around with our how I see it on the screen, which I haven't seen it come up yet, so I don't actually know what order our screen is in. In that case, we're going in the order that's on my screen. So if I can just get your pronouns, your name, where we can find you, and then just your character's name, and if you want to throw a little thing in there about him, that's great too. So let's go to Travis. Hi, Travis.
Hello, my name is Travis Legg. My pronouns are he and they. When I'm not playing or running games, I'm writing them. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Travis Legg, Legge is how the last name is spelled. I'm playing Leola, and she is a centaur druid.
Awesome.
I guess, yeah, I think that's everything, right? Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah. And have we, I know I've been over on the Onyx Path with you. I know Kelly's been on Onyx Path and on Plastic Age Plays with you. And have you been over here?
This is my first time making it here. I've been scheduled a couple times, but then life kept exploding. So thank you for facilitating me finally making my way over here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. It's wonderful. And my screen finally came up, so I can get us in the rest of the order. I only jumped one. So hello, Vahid. Hi.
Oh, kia ora. Hello, hello, hello. So great to be here. Thank you so much for allowing me to invade your space. So hello, my name is Vahid, he, him. I am the DM for Dice Legends. We are a D&D live streaming channel here on YouTube and on Twitch. You can find us everywhere at Dice Legends. And I'm playing Professor Pepper Bristledell. I am a gnome. I am an illusionist. And yeah, that's me.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here, Vahid. I was so happy to hear that you could make it. So thank you very much.
And if you don't mind me saying just quickly, I have really loved, I've had people from the Dork Tales team as guests on our Dice Legends shows, and it's always been wonderful. So I just love this. Is the first time appearing with you guys, and I'm really excited. So thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes, we were so excited. I know Kelly and Robin both had awesome times playing with you guys. So I'm really, really excited that we got you to come over here. And I'm very honored that I got to get ya. I feel that way about pretty much this entire cast. So I'm just going to keep saying it, but we'll repeat this. Anyway, next we have Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie. You can find me anywhere at Chicken Charlie. And today I am playing Nurse Meryl, a little gnome nurse who takes care of the children of Strixhaven.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And you got to talk with Kelly a little bit on, is it Dungeons and Do-Gooders or?
Yeah, I was running a stream for like DM tips and just like D&D talk show called Screen Peek at the time, and me and Kelly got into a very good conversation about Strahd and Strahd's characterization. It was very fun.
That does not even remotely surprise me. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm really happy.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so excited. And let's go over to Dead Aussie Gamer. Hey, Jack, how's it going?
G'day, guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. My pronouns are he and him. I do Twitch stuff over on the Twitch space, and I go and feature on a bunch of different channels in my time. That's kind of what I do. If you want to see my nonsense, I'm over on Twitch at Dead Aussie Gamer. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here, and I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing Coach Knuckles. Okay, now Coach Knuckles, he's a no-nonsense guy. Okay, now I couldn't make it, really in the sporting athletics world. So I've decided to turn my attention to you guys. So get ready, because I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna get those gains or suffer some pain. That's basically Coach Knuckles' motto right there.
Wonderful. I'm so excited to have you. Yeah, we're so stoked. Again, this whole cast is just absolutely wild. Thank you again for being here. And our sort of last minute addition, because this spot was a little cursed and we had a few people have to drop out last minute. But thank you so much for making it, Jordan. Hi.
Hey, I'm thrilled to be here. This is awesome. I'm in very good company. I'm very excited.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jordan. You can find me on Not a Vampire, I Promise, over on Twitch. I'm also a human man. I use he, him, the pronouns, and that's it. No vampire stuff. I will be playing Hoopfoot Ballywick, who is a halfling archaeologist professor who is just super jazzed to be here. Should be a fun time. Thanks for having me. I love you guys.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much for coming, Jordan. I don't know how much. Yeah, we've had you on Dork Tales at least once, haven't we?
This is my first time.
Really?
Yeah. I keep like being too busy to do this. Like I'm at work, or that's all my excuses.
Work. Wonderful. Well, as you guys can see, this is absolutely serendipitous that we got all of you here because you're all crazy busy and all incredibly. Your time's all taken up. So let us get into this module that Kelly has provided for us, since we don't want to take up too much of your time. But thank you again for being here. So thank you, audience, for being here. It looks like we got a pretty full house. Thank you so much for joining us. And for this, thank you for being patrons. It's incredible. If you're watching this live, you're amazing. You're patrons. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're watching this in a few months when it becomes available, you could have watched this 3 months ago if you joined our Patreon. So, maybe check it out to get all this crazy stuff, because we got this, we got Mage, we got all sorts of weird stuff going on. We got interviews with cool people. Come check us out. What up? But we will talk more about that on our break. But for now, let's get into it. Let us get into a Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos Summer Edition. Every trick in the book. Summer vacation. A time of relaxation for students and professors alike. After a long and arduous year of academic excellence, a long and relaxing rest is well deserved. Oh, but not for you. You belong to the ranks of the adjunct staff, a motley mixture of guest lecturers, summer school teachers, and custodians who supplement the skeleton staff that keep the campus open during its summer break. The work is hardly glamorous, but at least the pay is mediocre. Still, there's something beyond magical about the sweeping vistas, the hallowed halls, and pristine libraries that appeals to even the most jaded souls. Your day was going normally, but in a place as wonderful and magical as Strixhaven, normal itself is hardly the norm. So, can I get everybody to roll me initiative, please?
Yeah.
And we will introduce ourselves.
Got a nat 20 for 21.
Yeah, you did.
That's
Good
too
start.
I got a 21 as well, but without a natural 20.
Okay, we'll throw Charlie first then. And then
I got 11, so
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And Vahid, 4. Okay.
The old mute unmute trick. Way, I'll get one of these days.
Someone cast silence on you. And Travis, what did you get?
I got an 18.
18, beautiful. I left a big open space
guys
for
are
you
so
there. Perfect.
So fancy. Big numbers.
Right? All these big numbers coming in. Wonderful. So, Charlie, it's getting sort of closer to the end of your day, but what has your day consisted of as Nurse Merrill?
Oh boy, well, as Nurse Merrill, I've had a pretty eccentric class. Coach Knuckles has been really working them down to the bone, so lots of people coming in for like some help with their muscles and their relaxants, and one broken femur, but we don't ask questions here, so I've been just taking care of the kids and prepping for my working on this class where I teach kids whether to use a band-aid or a spell slot, and considering they're in Strixhaven, they're not the most smartest bunch of the bright, hey.
Amazing. So you've been doing this. It's getting close to the end of your day. It's the end of the week actually, and you guys are kind of maybe you'll be going home for the weekend, or maybe heading out on a little weekend getaway. But you're going to be heading sort of in towards campus, away from your nurse's office. Can you please roll me another d20?
Okay. That is a 13.
13. Fantastic. As you go to leave your office, you open the door, and at the end of the hallway, there is a large Gina Sphinx. I'm not sure what the difference between a Sphinx and a Gina Sphinx is.
What?
I'm gonna let's look at a picture of it.
A Gina Sphinx is a girl Sphinx. That's the difference.
Oh, it's just like a lady Sphinx.
Oh.
I think I'm not. Yes. I will. Yep. It's so pretty. Everybody,
The
look up.
future is
It's
female.
very pretty. Okay, so she is sitting there, basically blocking the only doorway out of the building, and is just doing that cat thing where the paws are crossed, and she's just sitting in front of the door.
Oh. I am going to take I'm like 4 feet tall, maybe. It's a little gnome lady. And I'm gonna like scurry up to her and just like tap pet her leg, like, excuse me, I really need to like go through there, and hi.
Hello. You need to go through this door?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but you'll have to answer 3 riddles to get through it.
Oh boy, they did not teach me this in nursing school. All right.
Okay. Are you ready for the first one?
Yep.
Please roll me a d8.
Oh boy. 2 pyramids. A 3.
A 3. What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast?
Lunch and dinner.
She looks a little taken aback. Well, yes, that's correct.
Well, yeah, because it can't be breakfast if it's named dinner.
Well, perhaps we should try a more difficult one, shall we? Roll me another d8.
I mean, they can say this easy. Like, that's okay. It's a 6.
I can be cut, but I can't ever be cooked or eaten. What am I?
Cut, cooked, eaten. Are you a wound? I feel like you can't cook or eat a wound. That'd be really weird.
No, of course not.
Well,
if you would like to make an intelligence or wisdom save for like help on it, because I don't want you to have to sit. I personally am no good at riddles, so I would never put anyone in a position where you have to sit here.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna do a little wisdom saving.
Go for it.
Because Nurse Meryl may be wise, but she's wise about like what kind of like ointment to put on a pimple. She has it's a 21, 16 plus 7, 21.
So you think about another word might be splitting it.
Oh, wood.
No, it's made out of paper often. But there would be 52 of them.
Letters?
You play poker with them.
Oh, cards. They're little playing cards.
And she goes, well, see, I almost got you that time.
Oh, yeah. Well, my old noggin's not like it used to be.
Well, perhaps one more. Roll another d8.
Oh, boy. Cool. That's an 8.
Alrighty. What falls and never gets hurt?
Well, everyone gets hurt. I feel like that's why I have like a job, you know, like everyone kind of falls and they hurt, and then they come to me and then I give them a little bandage. But windfall, waterfall maybe.
You're close.
Can
on
water be hurt? A boat? Sail?
What else
Duck?
falls? What other kind of water falls?
A fountain? I don't. I spend all my time upstairs.
You would use an umbrella for it.
Oh, rain! It's a rain. Rain.
Well, fine then. Is anybody else leaving this building today?
Oh, probably. I don't know. I'm gonna look back and just kind of like holler out to like if there's any like nursing students because we're so like understaffed that like we just kind of push them through their internship and just be like, I'm locking up.
Oh, yeah, of course, I'm coming. And you'll see a dryad student. They'll come kind of tottering out, like sort of grabbing a bunch of papers and rushing out going, oh, sorry, Nurse Meryl, yes, sir. Oh gosh, hi, you're a hi. And the Sphinx goes, I have a dinner date anyway, and stands up and turns out and kind of pushes her.
I
way
hope
out the
they're
door.
nice. They better treat you well.
Well, thank you. Here. And she reaches back and plucks a feather and hands it to you. Goes,
Ooh.
you should work more on your riddles. Roundabout thinking is important to everyday life. Boom, 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 and we'll fly off. You now have a feather.
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in my little nurse's cap, like the nursery rhyme that's like he put a feather in his hat. McDonald's dude. I don't remember the song, but yeah.
Yeah. So now you that will give you a single use of the spell Featherfall.
Ooh. Amazing.
Fantastic. So you get to leave your office. You wave goodbye to the dryad nursing student as she goes to the dorms. So Dag, hey, what's Coach Knuckles been up to?
Well, Coach Knuckles is here with a handful of students who didn't really pass through their midterms, and well, quite frankly, they've needed to do some extracurricular activities. At least that's what he likes to tell himself. Really, these are just some delinquents who are graffitiing the glorious Strixhaven murals, and he's observing them during the summertime cleanup process. Coach Knuckles is quite broad and stands a towering 6'4", which is big for people, but like he is actually quite small for a troll, which he is. His large underbite is enunciated with these two massive tusks as he steps forward and says, all right, now listen here, kids. I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, you can't be drawing on the walls. The only time I want to see you drawing is drawing on those bowstrings during archery or towing the line when I tell you to, okay? I've had it up to here, okay? I had a hot date, okay, that I needed to take this time off to go and see, and now I've got to spend my time with you, okay? Damn it, don't look back at me, okay? If your eyes are up here, they're not on that wall cleaning things up, okay? Get moving! Hustle, hustle, hustle! I don't know, but I've been told Coach Knuckles will... Yeah, well, I can't really explain what I do to you because, you know, the PTA will get on my ass, but, you know, it'll be really bad, okay?
You see this group of a variety of students working on scrubbing off. One of them seems to be chasing a piece of artwork that is a small monkey that is sort of jumping around, but it is a painting of a monkey that jumps around the wall. And so one of these students like is sort of tripping over themselves trying to get this thing. But the time comes up that it wraps up, and you have to let these kids go for the end of the day, and cleanup will start again tomorrow.
All right, listen here. Take knee. You did well.
They all look
today.
at each other like, "What? Okay," and take a knee.
You all did well out there. I saw some good hustle. And remember, what you haven't cleaned up today, you're gonna be cleaning up tomorrow. Because if at first you don't succeed, try doing what Coach Knuckle told you the first time. Get out of here!
They all kind of look at each other and get up and sort of like walk quickly away. And you are
Damn,
left.
I love these kids.
You are left to the wall. You see the monkey sort of like comes off as if it was on the roof and sort of sits in the top corner, sits cross-legged, pulls a banana out from behind its back and peels it and just starts eating, staring at you.
Coach Knuckles looks at the monkey. He looks around, kind of. He pulls out a bit of chalk and draws a soccer ball on the wall. There you go, friend.
And it leaps down and kicks the ball, and it like bounces around along the wall, and then it chases it and kicks it, and it looks real happy.
All right. Well, I gotta go send in all those reports to say which kids showed up and which ones didn't. I'm gonna head to my office.
Wonderful. Could you roll me a d20, please?
All right. I can roll d20s.
We did have a painted
17.
A 17, perfect. We had a painted monkey in the main thing, and one of the characters did like almost exactly the same thing. And I'm very glad that apparently a painted monkey is just everyone is. Yep, nope, we're friends now.
Yes.
17, you said?
I did indeed.
Okay, we used that in our last one, so I'm gonna get you to roll again.
Very well.
Please and thank you.
I rolled an 11.
11. Fantastic. So you are behind the you're kind of on the side of the biblioplex, which is the library. And you hear some shouting, almost like a voice kind of exclaiming, and some loud squeaking from in the cafeteria, which should be closed right now. But you hear some sort of shouting from inside.
That sounds like some mischief making going on. Not on Coach Knuckles' watch. And I'm gonna go over and throw open the door of the cafeteria and you know, without even taking in what's happening, yell out, "What's going on in here?"
A number of faces turn up to look at you. And one of them is a halfling, sort of a, you know, early 20s looking halfling, young man. And he looks very terrified as he is surrounded by cranium rats. So these are larger than average rats that seem to have almost an exposed brain atop, kind of glowing. And they look up at you and say, "Hey, mind your own business!"
I look over at the halfling, I look at the rats, and I look at the halfling, and Coach Knuckles says, "How many times have I got to tell you kids not to play around in the science labs, okay? This is how the rats get out, and then who's gonna go pick up all them rat droppings? Coach Knuckles, not on my watch. Now you're gonna help me pick up each and every one of these things and put them back in their cages, or so help me, you're gonna be cleaning walls tomorrow."
I'm not going back in any cage. I don't know what you're talking about. The rats are all, the halfling looks terrified. But these rats are kind of squaring off with you now.
Oh, I wasn't asking. And I'm going to rage as Coach Knuckles' jaws starts expanding, and his shirt immediately rips and becomes like one of those tank top t-shirts. And it literally has on the back written in like just kind of like crayon almost, like #1 coach, like just on the back, as he then just lumbers forward towards these rats.
Can you roll me an intimidation check, please?
Yes. That is a 19.
They are glaring up at you, and then a couple of them kind of look at each other and look back up at you and look back at each other and go, It ain't worth it. We'll find cheese somewhere else. And they turn and run. They all scamper over the halfling, kind of leaving scratch marks behind as they go. But they beat it out through a hole in the back of the cafeteria. And Thaddeus is left there going.
All right, listen here, kid. Still not realizing it's an adult halfling. I'm gonna grab him around the waist and lift him up. Now we're gonna take you to the office and call your parents to come pick you up, okay? It's the end of school day and you can't be walking around here like this.
Sir, I work here.
What do you mean you work here?
It happens a lot. I'm not a kid. I'm a halfling.
Oh, hang on. He flips you up.
I'm an adult.
Hey, you're not one of them, like, homecoming fellas what come in here and pretend to be a student, are ya?
I don't know what that means, no.
Okay, well, you have any ID on you? You know, like a staff card or one of them, you know, book shed cards, you know, you get if you're kind of take books out of the book shed.
Actually, the book shed, we're in the library, sir. See? And he he points to the wall, and you see like 4 or 5 in a row of Employee of the Month, and it's just him with like a really big smile.
I pick him up, and I'm gonna put him next to one of the portraits just to kind of get a good look.
He tries to smile just like it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Well, listen, buddy. You can't be messing about in the science lab, okay? That's just how accidents happen, okay? Just be careful from now on.
He definitely had nothing to do with these rats. They just showed up, but he's just going, "Yes, sir."
All right. Fist bump.
Pink.
Whack! I hit him.
Yeah.
like a little bit more forceful than I wanted to. Oh, I'm so sorry. You okay, little fella? You all right, friend? Let me help you up. I'm so sorry. It's
okay, sir. Thank you. Gosh, I've never been lifted up this much since I was a child. Thank you, sir.
Okay. You take care now. And I'm gonna
you too.
Go back to my office. And then as he's walking out, you hear this squish, and he looks at his foot and he's like, "God damn, rat droppings!" As he scrapes his foot, and yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Wonderful. As you walk out the door into the afternoon, we will cut over to find Travis, to find Professor Leola. What's Professor Leola's day been like?
I imagine she probably was up very late last night, like grading papers. So she's currently boiling some beans that she has ground up to create her wakefulness potion. That nobody had better talk to her until she'd gotten about 3 or 4 of those in her. And just kind of getting everything together for today and putting it in her saddlebags. All right, here's the papers. Okay. Here's all the homework I have to do. Okay. Trashy romance novel. Got it. All right. And pours her steaming mug full of potion and starts trotting off to wherever her first class would be.
Wonderful. What classes does Professor Leola normally teach?
So she's teaching arcanobiology. So I'm assuming right now it's probably going to be just like basic foraging for reagents and you know identification, plant identification, real simple stuff.
Wonderful. So you guys have probably spent most of your day on the Witherbloom campus, which is where the swamp that has all of the reagents and stuff is. So after a day in the swamp, everyone is sort of leaving there. You're heading out away from the swamp. Can you roll me a d20 for me?
I absolutely can. Just as soon as I figure out where the... There we go. I do believe that is a 16. I don't know if that came through or not. Over
Let's
onto...
see. It probably did, but I don't have that window open.
That's okay. It was a 16.
Perfect. So as you go to leave, you sort of go you're walking past the first year dormitories, which there's not a ton of first years around, because the summer school, like honestly, your students are probably the only first year students for the most part, because they're the ones that would be making up arcanobiology. But there does seem to be a little bit of a ruckus, because there is a young Githyanki student who is sort of panickedly, not like shouting at, but like speaking loud because they're sort of panicking, not in common. And the human girl who is standing there and kind of looking up at him and saying, "Oh gosh," or looking up at them and saying, I'm so sorry. Do you have your identification? What, do you have anything?" And the Githyanki starts to continue to sort of shout, surrounded by bags.
Okay. What do the bags look like?
They look like suitcases. They're like big, like trunks almost. Something that like would almost be piratey.
Okay. I'm gonna trot over and say, "Oh, all right, everybody settle down. What's going on here?"
The young girl will look up at you. You recognize her as the name that I've forgotten. It's not Mina. I've got too many NPCs in this game, and I've lost them all. Anyway, you recognize this as the girl that she's going into third year next year. But she is sort of an eternal dorm mother kind of type.
Okay.
And so she normally handles all the move-in. Nora, that's her name. So Nora will kind of look up at you and go, "Oh, Professor Leola, yeah, this student here, I'm not entirely sure. I don't speak Githyanki, but they have all their bags, and I'm pretty sure they come from the Astral Sea, and I know time's a little weird there, so I think they just teleported in a few months early. I don't have any information for them. I'd love to give them a room, but do you speak Githyanki?"
Sure don't. Let's see. I'm gonna start. Do you speak Elven? In Elven.
They'll look at you kind of funny.
Sprekken's a Sylvan. Don't suppose you speak Druidic.
And they will, in Druidic, respond, say, "Oh, yes! Oh my goodness! Thank goodness! Hi! Yes! You understand! Hello! You're a professor? Are you a professor?"
I would not have bet that. Yeah, mostly, yes. What can I do for you? It appears you got here a little early, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do. I thought I was supposed. I followed the instructions, but I know the Astral Sea can be a little bit crazy on the time dilation, and so I think my teleporter just brought me here a little bit early. And I don't. No one here speaks Druidic apparently, except for you. And there's nobody here because it's the. Is it summer? Is that what? It's a summer vacation.
Right. Yeah. There's not really a whole lot of classes going on, but I'm sure we can find you somewhere to stay once we have sorted out when you're actually supposed to be here.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I was a new student not too long ago, so I understand. And I'm gonna turn over to Nora and just say, yeah, you were right. They're here early. I don't suppose that we have any convenient way to send them home to wait, and even if they did, that sounds super weird and inconvenient. Time mechanics, there's a reason I'm a druid. I don't mess with time.
That's fair.
Sunrise, sunset, pretty easy to track. Yeah, I guess admissions? I don't know.
Yes. Yes. I think. Oh gosh. Yeah. Bruno. Gosh, I can never say his name. Brunelleschi. I think he's the only administrator working right now. But yeah, I can. You know what? As long as they know that I'm gonna take them to the admin office, I'm sure we can figure it out when we get there. We have some translation stones in the office, so if you can let them know to just come with me, we'd be good.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the Githyanki and be like, "We can't help you. I'm totally sorry." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, good.
Tension
Okay.
breaker. It's fine.
Whew.
Nora's going to take you to admin. You'll be totally fine. I'm sure they'll find you a place to stay in, and maybe you'll have a little bit of a head start on familiarizing yourself with campus, and maybe picking up a language that more than you and 6 other people here speak.
Yeah, that would probably be good. Thank you so much, Professor. My name's
No
Farg.
problem. Oh, nice to meet you, Farg. My name is Leola. And yeah, they have translation stones at admin. So once you get there, just buddy system your way over to the building. If you need anything, just shout really loud, and I imagine I would recognize any phrase in Druidic would be fine. And I'll just come running. But otherwise, I'm sure you're in good hands.
Thank you so much, Professor. I really appreciate it.
Happy to be of service.
They'll turn and look at Nora and sort of in a bit of a garble, because they're not quite used to the words, but say Nora, and she'll yeah, Nora, wonderful to meet you. Let's go. And Nora will wave you a thank you and lead Farg to the admin office. So you are welcome to make your way for the rest of your evening.
Excellent. I will go wander under that tree where I like to grade papers and do so.
Beautiful. And so the camera will zoom out from the tree and find Jordan and find our Professor Ballywick. How's Professor Ballywick's day gone?
Busy. So he is just getting back to campus. He's with a student who looks like they have made a terrible mistake. They are stressed, dirty, clearly tired, and they're literally rubbing their temples while he incessantly talks to them about the minutia of ancient elven architecture and how it impacted the growth of their society and its eventual downfall. The student is trying to get a word in edgewise to explain he didn't want to go on the expedition, he just needed a hall pass. It's not working. So, effectively, this specific arch came into focus because one elven noble thought it was interesting. He remarked offhand, and all of his fellows, trying to impress the man, started building it into their architecture. He found the whole thing quite gauche, but they kept building, and thus, over time, it became a sacred object. It's very similar to the arches here in Strixhaven. Fascinating, is it not? Why do arches always show up in elven and magical societies in general? I wonder.
He's gonna start backing away slowly.
Cool. He totally escapes. Professor Ballywick not only does not notice he's backing away, he does not notice that he is left.
Fantastic. And then smoke cloud.
Completely does not notice.
Beautiful. And so can you roll me a d20?
Oh god, I hope so. 6.
A 6.
That's about normal for my rolls. Yeah.
Fantastic. So as you are, you are outside of the Bozen Tavern as you are having this conversation, and there is there's a lot of ruckus being made, a lot of cheering, and then progressively more and more booing as you start to it starts to overcome even the words you're saying to yourself. Okay. But there's a lot of ruckus going on inside the tavern.
Okay, it takes entirely too long for Ballywick to notice. By the time he does figure out something is going on out of the ordinary, he's like 3 centuries ahead in his speech, and the booing has been going on for a while. He turns and goes, "Oh, that's interesting. Normally there's rather more cheering." He's going to take his satchel full of mostly rocks and books, mixed kind of interchangeably, shoulder the pack he has on, put his hat on, and enter into the tavern. Perfect. To look around.
Perfect. Wonderful. As you enter, you see two podiums. You see a number of the tables have been cleared out and sort of an impromptu stage has been built. And there are 2 podiums up top, and you see one student sort of stepping off looking very dejected as there is a mind flayer standing in silver quill colors, so in green and black, I believe is silver quill, and sort of steps forward, and just is like the entire crowd is booing them, and they're just drinking it in of like, yeah, does anyone else dare to come up against Gudruvuk? No, you don't, because you're all suckers. Sorry, it should be more like this because he's a mind player.
So stop. All right. So anyway, Ballywick is gonna walk up and go, "Oh, what's happening? Is this a debate?"
It's a trivia contest.
Oh, excellent! I know plenty of trivia. And Ballywick will go up to the podium the Mind Flayer was just standing.
They look at you and sort of act as if they're being, full of themselves. You won't notice, but the camera will look over and see a majority of the audience starts looking real smug because they know who you are. They've all been cornered by you before. So they are very, very excited. So they are going to, you're going to step up, and a sort of sad looking, sort of grumpy looking dwarf is sitting at a table kind of off to the side and is like, "Oh, I gotta ask more questions," and they are going to
I go, "Thog, my good friend."
Oh, hello.
You're here. Oh, good to see you. Excellent. This man knows trivia.
Lovely to see you, Professor Ballywick. And starts to realize,
not care if that is his real name. Just
you've probably called him this, but there's probably like 3 brothers that like you've taught all of them, and they're all like multi-years, so you don't know who any of them are. Perfect. So we are going to have some fun trivia then. So your dwarf friend is going to ask you some questions that I'm going to make up on the spot right now.
Good luck.
He'll pull out a card and tap. What school of magic is a Chardalon's stride?
I think that's transmutation, but I'll roll Arcana.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You probably beat him.
I hope so, because I rolled like garbage. 17.
He goes, well, it's obviously illusion. And
Okay.
you say,
I go, "Oh, that's wrong."
Then what is it, Professor?
It is transmutation, is it not?
It is transmutation.
Yeah,
You're correct.
yeah, okay, cool.
Transmutation. Point goes to Professor Ballywick. Thank you, Kelly, for the audio.
I go, "Oh, sorry, one moment," and I put a little like paper crane on the desk, and I say, "I wasn't using it."
Kind of wonders what you were using what for.
Actually, the Mind Flayer would know. There's a mind in there.
Oh, right. They look you. I don't know. I think he was cheating. I think that requires and the entire audience goes, no, it doesn't count. It's
I
over."
give my dwarf friend the crane, and I say, be gentle with him. He's very sensitive.
Fabulous. Oh god, I'm just trying to find a fun thing to look at now. Not dolphins. Nobody wants to know questions about dolphins.
They're surprisingly upsetting to learn about.
Yes, that's why we're not talking about them. You
Thank you, Kenny.
reads all right, second question. Chill touch is an evocation, true or false?
False, wildly false. I suppose I should
just
probably
might as well roll.
these. 14.
Yeah, as much as the 14.
Yeah. Chill touch is conjuration. Because it does neither of the things you think it does.
Yes, right. It's the silliest. And the mind flayer looks over and goes, false. And the dwarf goes, unfortunately, he's correct. Professor, incorrect. See, I told you he was cheating. Oh, you said false. Sorry.
I said conjuration.
I'm sorry.
The mind flayer is right, but I don't like your stink eye.
Fine, you're both right, so you both get the point.
I go, oh, good job. Is he a student?
Yes.
Okay.
He's wearing silver colors. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll say what environment does a Dimetrodon live in? And roll me Arcana.
25. Rolled for the first time.
Ooh. You see the guy starts to sweat a little bit, and they say forests, lives in forests.
What is the... Can I ask out of character what the answer is?
The correct answer, and you would get this because you won the roll-off, is coastal or swamp.
Okay, I say, like forest, but a little more comfortable for someone with your complexion. Like I'm trying to help him with the answer.
Cave systems?
A little higher, and a little wetter.
Mountain ranges.
Think more Kuotoa. More
swamps?
I will also
Swamps.
guess swamps.
The dwarf is just like, are you kidding me right now? He goes, yes, swamps is correct. We also would have accepted coastal regions. However,
Get the point, right?
Yes, this means the professor wins because it's first 3 points, which means you lose, and the entire audience is like,
I genuinely look at him and go, you're doing excellent. Keep working on your studies. Your public speaking is incredible. Just keep it going. You're doing very, very well. Perhaps maybe work on your personal relationships. That's very important for a student. But your studies, fabulous. You're doing great. I'm then going to accidentally drop a scroll out of my bag, pick it up, put it back in, get down off the lectern, take my small paper crane and go, see, I knew I could do it, and I'm going to walk off.
Wonderful. You walk off into the night, and as you do so, the camera will spin, and we will go find Vahid. What is Professor Bristledell up to?
I have been working with my enthusiastic students, training them to be able to detect the difference between an illusion and a real object, and have gathered a bunch of objects around and spam casted minor illusion, because I can cast it, 12 times in a minute, and then I'm just drilling into them the ability to detect when an illusion is an illusion, and when they get things right, then I change them up and put different things. That's what I'm doing, working my students hard, as they ought to be worked.
Fantastic. You probably have one student that's like real stoked about this, and the rest are like, oh, not again.
It was an apple!
It gets to the point where like it's one of those "is this made of chocolate" games, and they have to bite it if they think it's the real.
Exactly. Perfect. That's brilliant.
Spectacular. Oh, that's amazing. So you are in this class, and yes, you have one student that's very enthusiastically running around and pointing things out, and then is basically doing all of this. The other students will like walk over and grab like one thing and grab another thing. You can tell the one is here because he wants to be here. The other ones are making up because they failed a course in the last semester and they needed what they thought would be an easy credit because it's illusion. It's whatever magic. It doesn't mean anything, but they were wrong.
Indeed. And to leave the room, they have to be able to get they have to get it correct.
This is all the doors that are illusions.
Exactly.
They have to pick their
Choose the right door, and you may leave.
Eventually all of your students make their way out. One of them, after maybe a little bit longer than you would have hoped, has finally gotten the right one by series of elimination. Can you roll me a d20?
9. A 9.
A 9. Fantastic. So as you go to leave your classroom, you head out and are kind of crossing across the quad, and you notice a number of students have set up a slack line between two towering trees. It's about 20 feet off the ground, and you already kind of know you're good at like spotting things. You notice this is not done well, but one of them will sort of catch your eye. It's one of the students that was like in your classroom. It took them forever to leave. The student says, "Hey, Professor, Professor Bristledale."
Yes, Havelair?
Hey, so you want to try our slackline? I mean, like, it's pretty cool, and I mean, it'd be pretty cool if you did it. I mean, like, we did all your stuff in your class today, so maybe you want to like do our stuff.
Wow, you are inviting me to join in your youthful undertakings. This is indeed a privilege for me. You would like me to traverse the slackline, correct?
Yes.
Traverse means to cross.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got there.
Wonderful. Simple. Okay, sure. What do I get if I succeed?
You get this fizzy soda.
Very well indeed. I accept the challenge.
Wonderful. There is a rope ladder that goes up the tree to this very slack line, and you are welcome to climb up it.
Wonderful. So what I shall do is I shall just put my hand on it and cast Major Illusion of exactly myself, and then cast invisibility. And then I shall step away, my real self step away, and then I shall just get the Major Illusion to climb up with a lot of grace. It'll be whistling and humming as it goes up. And when it reaches the end of the slack line, it shall, whoa, hoo-hoo.
All of the students all surrounding this, who had all kind of been like looking at each other kind of smugly, like, yeah, haha, we're gonna make this professor look like an idiot, ha ha. You can see some of them have their cell stones out that are like trying to like take video of it.
Cell stones, I love it. Nice.
And we have Stonely fans. There's lots of fun lore here in Strixhaven. But they're all just kind of like looking at each other like, how is he doing? what has happened? I thought you said this guy was a klutz. I don't know. What are you talking about? And you make it all the way across. Are you gonna?
I want to make it
and...
look really. I want it to be, like because I'm trained as an entertainer, so it's like a confidence thing. It's a whoa, and so the illusion will do some really close calls, and get the rope going, going to begin with, and then we'll just gain confidence, and then end up doing some somersaults by the end, and I'll make sure that my illusionary self is at the other, my invisible self is at the other end, so that when the illusionary self comes down and strikes a pose, I join and cancel them both, and I'm back. Soft drink, please.
They just eyes agape, just hand you the drink.
Delicious.
Have
a good night.
Day. You too, Professor. You see a bunch of them like clamber to like get on the rope, and like one of them manages to climb all the way up, and takes a step onto the rope. And honestly, you're kind of surprised. Gets about halfway before the whole thing just goes patwang, and he falls and like hits a bunch of branches, and then kind of gets like caught by the back of his pants and is just kind of swinging there, and all of his buddies are trying to help him.
Keep practicing. Practice makes perfect.
They're all trying to help their buddy get out of the tree. It's a wonderful scene. And as Professor Bicheldell walks away, we will sort of see all 5 of our characters sort of end up at the quad. You guys have all recognized each other. You've all been teaching for a couple of months at the very least here, so you're familiar with one another. And you all seem to be making your way to what are the commuter teleporters. Yeah, it's nearly the end of your day at Strixhaven, and you're relieved to finally be heading home for the weekend. As you make your way back to the commuter teleporters, you bump into several of your work colleagues heading the same direction as you.
How literally
Hello, Knuckles.
is bumping?
You probably physically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm accustomed to smaller folk around the ankles, so I'll probably like lift a leg to avoid him.
I appreciate you.
Be like, hey, eyes up.
Oh, hello!
How's it going?
Meryl's watching this interaction happen, seeing if like anyone needs a band-aid.
Ballywick does look hurt, but the bandages to your trained eye all look old, like he just forgot to take them off.
Ballywick, you know they don't help you if you keep them on longer, right? Like
He put on longer, and he like looks at his jacket, and then he like looks at his hat, and he's like, "What is she talking about?" Looking at his little crane.
I imagine as Ballywick is like looking over his stuff, we're still kind of walking, and unlike the very, very kind Leola, Coach Knuckles doesn't move at all, and barely notices as just there's this stock from behind his like his calf muscle as he goes, "Hey, whoa there! I look see up. It down there."
Ballywick looks up and goes, "Oh, hello! Nice to see you again. It's been so long."
It has been. And he kind of goes down to give him a high five, and then like you watch as he kind of like puts his hand up.
Okay. Ballywick high fives. His hand is so small that you barely feel it, but he's surprisingly stout for his size.
After earlier on today, he has learned how to high five. He just kind of like keeps his hand there, and then he says, "Well, so any plans for the weekend?"
Weekend. Is that today?
Yeah, no, well, I mean, when does the weekend start? Does it start now?
One moment. When does the weekend start? Yeah, it's today.
I'm amazed you teach here.
I have a floating tenure. I could be here when I
Sorry,
remember to be here.
that was supposed to be an inside thought. It's been a really long day. And I look at Knuckles and go, can you be a little nicer to your students? Just a little bit.
Hey, listen, I am plenty nice to my students. I tell them every single day, okay? Motivation, right, doesn't come chasing you. Coach Knuckles comes chasing you, okay? So you chase those dreams or I'm gonna get you. And you know, it works for them, you know? They achieve things and yeah.
I feel like Leola's just behind him, like, shaking her head. Like, 3 times. I'm mouthing, like, I failed 3 times, failed his clip.
Yes, they did get it. They 3 of them have sprained ankles. So maybe don't chase them. Just a little, just wait till they're, you know, if they have a wrapping, maybe let them be chased by, like, I don't know, a rock. Like they can
All right,
like,
that's some good thinking there. Okay, I'm requisitioned some earth elementals to chase the students. Done. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get onto that right away.
Twisted Ankle's a first level spell slot at worst.
they like shudder a little bit.
Oh, and you know what? Let's throw in some wood elements there. I can call the exercise sticks and stones will break your bones. There you go. Done.
Broken bones.
Yeah.
As you continue your walk, you cannot help but notice that the campus is a little bit less tidy than normal. You particular, Coach Knuckles, might notice as you have been tasked to keep your students on top of this. In fact, as you walk through the Archway Commons towards your transport, you cannot help but be distracted from the pristine beauty of the artistically trimmed shrubs by dozens of flyers jutting from their manicured limbs. So there are a number of flyers kind of like stuck out of this shrubbery and sort of around the ground as well.
Coach Knuckles will like reach up to like a tree and like grab one of these flyers and sort of pulls it down and opens it up. Before he reads it, he's gonna look over to Pepper, who's still got that soft drink can, and he's just gonna look at him and go, "You gonna throw that in the bin, right?"
I am not a litter bug.
Good. Can you read this?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Yeah,
Can you?
English ain't my strong suit.
Comment is mine.
Beautiful.
I'll
see.
I'll jump up and try to grab it off and read it then.
Yes, it in bold lettering says, "Do you care? Fight for the freedom of magical items and creatures." The flyer is for a rally that is being held in the Enefior Center, which is a small lecture building across campus. If anyone else grabbing these or reading them would like to make an investigation or a history check, that would be great.
I'll roll a history check.
Sure.
I'm good at history.
That is an 11.
24.
Beautiful.
Yeah, 24.
Ooh.
So what you're telling me is that this is written in paper. I get a 6 on my
What was it?
investigation.
That was a 10 on mine.
Amazing. So our two smaller professors will realize
With the bigger brains.
exactly will notice that these flyers
Hey,
have not been have
delay.
not been stamped. So they are illegal flyers. They haven't been stamped by the university. So you're only allowed to hand out pamphlets and flyers and posters if you have a authorization from the school. So they don't have these. So these are illegally being distributed.
Oh no.
Oh, those kids.
I pull out a kit that I have on me. I go, oh, they forgot to stamp these, and I pull out a stamp. I have a forgery kit, and I stamp one. And go, there. Now it's correct.
Adventure finished.
Done and done.
The whole
Hooray!
module
You guys
gone.
go home.
Right.
You have a wonderful
We all
weekend.
go home, end of the weekend, come back.
I only stabbed
Fantastic.
one, just to be clear.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. Does anyone have a passive perception less than 12?
Yeah, what up?
No.
I specifically took wisdom as a dump stat. Let's do that.
Amazing.
I am ashamed.
So is it just Leola and Pepper that are over 12 then?
No, I'm a 19.
I gotta say,
Passive perception of
16?
19?
Yeah.
Damn.
How is
Isn't that incredible?
Damn.
Expertise
possible?
in
In perception.
Wow.
Maybe? I don't know. I have an 18 in wisdom. I feel like nurses are very wise and need to be perceptive if your students are lying to you about who broke their leg.
Yeah.
my ranger's passive is 22.
I just want to.
Insane.
I just want to go out there and say, I'm hearing a lot of people talk about like passive perceptions. Where's the passive athletics? Okay, I
personally believe in passive athletics, actually. I believe in automatic successes. Okay, so the three of you will sort of look around as the coach is blustering, perhaps, and Professor Ballywick is forging stamps. The other three of
He's
you
doing
are
crime.
correct. You guys are kind of looking around and noticing that there's no one handing these out. Like you didn't see these earlier today, and there's a lot of them, but like there's no one handing these out. And
And they're definitely
some of
not
these
illusions.
they're definitely real. And you see a bunch of them like way up in the treetops as well.
Clever. Very clever.
I shake the tree.
You get kind of snowed down with all of these, with leaves and with paper and everything, and a squirrel sort of lands like on your face, looking terrified.
There's this snarl as Coach Knuckles picks up these papers and he says, "All right, listen up, teachers, take a knee."
Ballywick immediately takes a knee.
I will do no
No.
such thing, but thanks for the offer.
No.
It seems that we have an on-campus litter bug here, and I think it falls down to our responsibility before we clock out to find these perpetrators as members of the summer staff and bring them to a healthy detention.
Okay, first of all, it's like a rally or a protest, right? I mean, like, do we really want to mess with that? And secondly, I don't recall law enforcement being on my syllabus for this semester. Hold on, I reach in one of my saddlebags. Yep, grade papers, teach students. Doesn't say a thing about public safety. Throw my syllabus back.
Ballywick.
Ballywick looks around and goes, "Oh, there are a lot of them, aren't there?"
Hey, Ballywick, you still got that deputy stamp?
Of course. He pulls out another stamp.
I'm gonna take it somewhat gingerly from Ballywick, and I'm going to I'm gonna try and stamp Leola. You are now deputized, and you can now put people in detention. Congratulations.
I will note that this stamp is obviously poorly made. It looks like it was put together by someone with very large hands.
There are exactly 0 O's in deputy.
Well, there is in this one.
As you guys are arguing this, and I somewhat imagine the coach sort of tried to chase Leola to stamp her. The creak of old leather alerts you to a new presence as up from the path, a wizened old turtle you recognize as a well-regarded senior administrator named Brunelleschi sighs and picks up one of the discarded flyers. Look at all this litter. Sorry, I forgot. He's an old man.
can you look at all of this litter? Ugh. Professors, please be dears and help pick these up. Coach, your job has been picking things up. Can you perhaps get this? It's threatening to rain soon, and if it does, this will all turn to muck. I do it myself, but I'm off to have a meeting with the Custodians Union. I'll make sure to note these heroics in your performance reviews.
Ballywick has been picking them up and putting them in his bag this whole time. Just collecting them.
He looks you up. Thank you so much, Professor Ballywick. And you, Coach.
Ballywick looks
No
over and
problem.
goes, "Oh, you're welcome," and then goes back to doing whatever he was doing.
Are there, like, looking around, are there more than just in this tree? Like, can we see them in other places?
Yes, you can kind of see through the trees that, like, it seems that they're kind of a little bit of everywhere. There seems to be little patches. And as you are looking around, a shadow falls across the field, that of a giant bird. As it flies over you, however, the air is suddenly filled with the flapping of falling paper wafting to the ground, and the bird is dusting the pavilion with dozens upon dozens of these flyers.
I would like to. Does this look like an Arakakra or like a monster bird?
Roll me. Oh no, you have an insane perception. You notice that this actually, like, when you look up, it looks like it's made of paper.
Ooh.
I don't have any
Coach,
fire spells, but those would be good right
Coach-
now.
pulls out a javelin.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want, is it raining fire on all of us. I'm for it.
Ballywick looks up at the paper bird, and he goes, "Is that your brother?" No, okay, that was a stupid question.
Is this over 120 feet away?
Probably not. He's probably not that high up.
Cool. I would like to cast Dispel Magic at the bird.
Oh my god. Okay, I would like Coach, roll your javelin, please.
That is a natural 20.
And beautiful. And can I get an Arcana? Is that what it is for when you're rolling above a certain spell level for Dispel Magic?
It's your spellcasting ability.
Your spellcasting ability. Yes. So
Ooh.
please roll plus your spellcasting ability.
Oh,
Cast
what is my
wisdom, right?
spellcasting ability?
What?
Wisdom.
It'd be like your-
Wisdom?
Yeah,
Should
it'd
be
like
wisdom, I think.
Aha,
Your
cool.
cleric.
So just roll wisdom. All right, let's go.
Wisdom plus proficiency plus your roll.
19 plus 4 plus my proficiency.
Amazing. So, this javelin goes flying up, skewers right through this thing, and it kind of lets out this very dry sounding shriek. And as it kind of puffs its wings one more time, it just goes and all of the paper that it is made of rains down into this giant pile. So, Coach, you fully believe this was all you. Your javelin absolutely destroyed this thing. And can I get perception checks from everybody?
Oh God.
2. Those
Two.
of us that are trained in Arcana would have recognized that Nurse Merrill did dispel magic, right?
100% yes.
Good.
I got this many perceptions.
I have a 16.
16?
I got the
Oh
9.
wait, no thumbs up.
9?
This many with the thumbs up.
Yeah, see,
A 2?
that's how you do it, okay? Sometimes you just gotta lay down how things are. Things like flying papers.
It might have
what
been
did
wise
Leola-
for us to.
Sorry, go ahead. Heat.
It may have been wise, though, turning to Knuckles, it may have been wise for us to have allowed it to survive a little bit longer to be able to track where it was coming from and to be able to find out who had contrived such a clever magical creation. Alas, now we never will, and it will be much more difficult for us to find the perpetrators who are causing the littering. Alas.
But ain't the people who are like on the flyers the people who are distributing it? You know, the people who pointing people towards the rally, right? They'll be there, I imagine.
I think so too. Possibly.
Leola, what was your perception?
I got a whopping 8.
Oh, fantastic. So you guys will look at the flyers, and the camera will see, but none of you will, the very tiny paper bird that looks much like Professor Vallywick's, flapping away off towards the sunset, and we see it heading towards a building. But what would you guys like to do?
Give chase.
You haven't seen the bird. You guys don't see it. But
I don't see it because I was too busy telling off.
Yep.
I was too busy telling off Coach Knuckles to notice anything.
Oh yeah.
And then
Coach-
trying to cover for your obvious misplay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Coach is still just too proud of what he's done. He takes the javelin and is starting to like use it to like clean up the pile of bird.
First you take the
just, like,
trash, put it in the bag. Bop, bop.
Yeah. He's literally singing that. Yes.
Yeah.
Vallywick is going to absent-mindedly walk off towards the rally because he was thinking about an interesting ancient hobgoblin capital that actually used magical creations like this in the past, and then he forgot what he was doing and saw he was holding a paper and followed the paper.
So the paper does say that it is at God, what did I say it was at? Anefior Center. Sorry, Travis.
That is.
Oh, I was going to say I'll try to use gust to blow as much of this paper into the trash bins as possible. Just kind of bippity boppity go in the trash. There we go. All right.
Clever work.
Why, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to do. So are we gonna go check out this rave or what?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I love raves. Always find so many dehydrated teenagers there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Love that.
Well,
It's
it
a
makes
rally.
me-
There's gonna be shouting. Am I underdressed?
You need a cooler? You know, I've got a cooler filled with like, you know, some water and some lemon slices if you're worried about dehydration.
You should bring
Ooh,
that. That's gonna be important.
Need some electrolytes.
Right, yeah,
She's gonna pull a little electrolyte packets out of her, like the teas that they give you that are just full of electrolytes, but taste like garbage. She just has a bunch of those.
Oh no.
Is the sports shed on the way to the rally?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. We'll swap by and I will grab like it's like one of those big Gatorade coolers you see at football games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fill it with orange drink.
Specifically
That very
drank.
specific. Yes, it's that. I don't know if you have it anywhere else in the world, but I know here you get one of those from McDonald's, and then they give you a jug of concentrated orange syrup, and then you mix that with water, and it is very specifically orange drank. It is not orange anything else. It's not pop. It's not juice. It is drank.
It's legally drank.
Yes. And don't. Not that I know this personally, but don't mix it with vodka. Anyway, you guys are going to head off towards Anefior Center. And as you approach the building, can I get history checks from everybody?
Oh, baby. I love you too, Christa. 17.
17.
Two.
Beautiful.
I got a
10.
4.
4.
23, baby.
Very
One
nice.
doesn't
Still my
have to
heart.
boast.
Look, you want the
Again,
coach to throw a javelin, the coach will throw a javelin, okay? You want this history, perception, all this. Forget about it. It's not happening.
What did I do this morning?
The small-bodied but big-brained are at it again. And you notice that, so this building is mostly a lecture hall, but it does have some sort of expensive artifacts. So it has a pretty good security system. So normally at night, all of the windows and doors have a protective wall of force that cover them. But they don't usually go up for another couple of hours. So it is actually kind of surprising that you're seeing all of these walls up already. And as you guys approach the building from the north, you'll see the first door that you get to. There are two a stone pathway through the main campus leads to the northern entrance of the Inefior Center. To the west, an old, well-worn pavilion sits to itself. You know this is there. You don't see it from where you're standing as you come in from the north. But the set of double doors into the building glow with a magical light. A pair of bullywugs dressed in piecemeal armor loudly argue with a spectral face emerging from the glowing doors. "I said we're closed," the voice yells. "Why, I never," explains the bullywug in the front. "This is what we get for trying new things." "Why won't he let us in, Grandpa?" says the smaller of the bullywugs. "Forget it, Drux. Let us head back to Witherham and play cards." The bullywugs turn and begin to walk away, which puts a self-satisfied grin on the spectral face. And the two bullywugs begin to walk back past you.
Christa, those
Yes?
were great bullywug voices.
Those are pretty solid.
I especially
Yeah.
like
Great.
different cheeks for different bullywugs.
That was awesome.
10 out of 10. Do I know these bullywugs as they are from Witherbloom?
Yeah, probably. They're normally just hanging out in the swamp.
You fellas get lost?
Oh, hello, Professor Leola. No, we didn't get lost. We were invited by the LARP Guild. But I know we're a little late, but I can't believe they locked us out.
Wait, there's a LARP going on inside here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's weird. Okay.
There is canonically a LARP guild at Strixhaven. This is in the
That's
book.
fair.
We did not make this up.
No, like that's strange because isn't this where we thought that there was going to be a rally?
Yes,
LARPing.
this is for those of you familiar with universities, there are often many bookings that are not synonymous going on in the same building.
Sure. Okay.
So you may in fact have a LARP going when you also have a night class down the hall. So it's always real fun when they walk in together.
That's fair. Well, let me see if I can get further with the door than you can.
Okay. Absolute best of luck.
Ballywick has been paying very specific attention since he heard LARP.
I'm gonna
Yes, these
walk
two
over
are in
to,
like weird armor and stuff. Yeah, walk to the door.
I'm gonna walk over to the door and say, "Can we get in?"
Why do you think you should get in? It's after hours.
I mean, I'm a professor, sorta, mostly.
Well,
That'd be one reason, I guess. Also, there are a couple of events apparently going on in here tonight. And aren't you up early?
I am always up at the exact correct time, and if there were events, I would have been told about it.
You got that flyer, and I turned down to Hoopfoot. You have that flyer that you were carrying?
Yes, he reaches into a bag full of those flyers and pulls out 5 of them.
Do any of the 5 that he hands me have the stamp on them?
No. No, he dropped that one a long time ago.
I'll just hold up like top and bottom, a little foldy so that maybe it would be hiding where a stamp might be in case the door was looking for it. Yeah, right here. See?
Roll me a deception check.
Can I help by casting minor illusion on the paper?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm gonna cast an illusion of the stamp.
Excellent. Does that give me like
Roll
advantage or anything?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Does the door have a mind?
No.
Is it just
not
a
as
spell?
such. Yeah, it's just a smart
Okay.
spell. Yeah.
I got a 13 on the deception check.
It scoffs, goes, "That's preposterous. There wouldn't have been anything booked without my knowledge. And besides, you say you're a professor. What kind of professor are you not showing your identification?"
Arcanobiology. I pull out my syllabus and my empty coffee mug and some notes. And what do you need for identification? I'm also a deputy, apparently.
But what about the rest of you? You're all trying
So, like,
to get
open
in.
the door or I'm going to dispel you, I swear. Oh, my God.
Oh, well, you're definitely not getting in now.
Meryl's gonna like peep her way over and go, it's okay. Hey, we haven't talked much because like you don't really get hurt and I never really see you, but I really need to get in there because one of my nursing students, she's cramming for her test and we really need to get in there because I think she's in there. And can you just please ignore Professor Leola. We are unfortunately tasked with dealing with this and we are all not being paid enough, so
At the not being paid enough, you can see that he definitely empathizes with that, as he is probably not paid at all. So go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh, I
That's
like
identification,
persuasion
right?
checks.
It counts.
Go persuasion. Nat 20, 25.
Nice.
Oh no. The spectral face kind of looks at Professor Leola with a bit of a side eye, and then looks at the rest of you, and then looks down at Nurse Meryl and goes,
I suppose it does seem a little early, and I did hear things going on inside, so perhaps you're correct.
"Fine." And it shimmers in a dispelling.
You're
and
doing
the doors
great.
I said,
are openable.
Thanks a lot for all your help. Appreciate it.
Very good. And you guys will swing the door. The doors will swing open for you, and you are able to enter into the building. And I think we're just going to take a real quick break at that before we get into the rough stuff. So Kelly, if you could throw us on a little breaky break. Hello, welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys have all been having as much fun as we have, because this has been absolutely wonderful. How is everybody enjoying themselves?
I'm having a great
Very
time.
much so.
So much fun.
Absolutely.
Yay! That's awesome. Thank you again to Kelly for this incredible module. Kelly actually gets to play in our regular Strixhaven game, which is he a nice little treat for those that are forever DMs. Understand? I'm
so
sure
nice.
many people on this screen actually. I know at least 2 of you are almost forever DMs. I know Vahid and Travis are often DMs. Jordan is often a DM when he DMs. Charlie, Dag, are you guys normally DMing?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You go first.
Oh no, I was gonna say I play anywhere between 10 to 15 games a week. Most of them I DM, but I do have a healthy collection of games I play. So I'm not a forever DM, but if we
you just play a lot.
Yeah, I just play a lot.
The hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this. If I throw enough games at the wall, I'll get to play some.
I think Kelly's starting to pick that up. He used to just like say, if I run more, I can run more. But no, now we're making him play. He's also gets to play in our mage game, which is very awesome, which is another Patreon exclusive that's being run by Jen. It's very, very cool, running a technocracy game. Yes, go check out Patreon.
Did somebody mention the technocracy?
Yes, they're running a technocracy game.
I see.
Yes, go needle Kelly about it and hear all the interesting things.
I must. Yeah, I have a thing or two. I have a little bit of a relationship with technocracy, one might say. So
just a little bit. You might be a little involved. Just a scooch.
I wouldn't confirm or deny that if I were you.
And Charlie, yeah, you run on stream quite a bit, right?
Yeah, so I've run a couple of on-stream campaigns, and then I'm also personally running a Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. It's so funny because I started off as a forever DM because I said I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, but none of my friends were like, yeah, it'd be a great time, and then just kind of would look at me and I go, okay, fine. I'm like, I'll do it just so I can play it, I guess.
Amazing. Yeah, that's kind of how it often plays out a lot. I was very lucky in that like I got kind of dragged into it by people. So I this is actually my first like full campaign running Strixhaven, and even more so my first on stream, which is a little nerve-wracking. Robin, who is in the chat, is also going to be running Panic at the Citadel, running Radiant Citadel for Patreon pretty soon, I think. I don't know if we hit that or are we still waiting on that one? I'm not sure, but it's in progress and I'm very excited for it. So yes, Robin, I understand your fear of being like, yep, this is my trial. Yes, we have hit it. We were a little concerned with OGL, we weren't sure what that was going to mean for streamers, so we kind of put it on hiatus a little bit. But now that we know we're not going to get vastly taxed by it, we're going to go with it because Radiant Citadel seems like a lot of fun and seems very, very, very cool.
I was reading through it and it seems super funny and like what a great little world setting it has, and it's very cute.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So we had a lot of fun with someone brought it up, Candlekeep Mysteries, which we did it like 3 games a week. Everybody was running. Most of the one shots went more than one shot, and we ended up doing like 6 or 7 games and doubling up games every day. And we almost got to what Dag does. But for us, it was a little much because we're not used to that. And a lot of us work 1 or 2 jobs, so it was a lot of time on top of that. But yes, so we're really excited for that. And like we said, Mage is going to be coming soon. We have a lot of really cool stuff. So for those of you that are here, thank you for being our patrons. It means the world to us. It allows us to do this as much as we do. It allows Kelly to write these incredible modules like he's doing. And I believe, Kelly, you can confirm or deny, but you're going to be releasing these for patrons at some point, or are you releasing them on drive-through?
Why not both?
Fantastic. So yes,
I'll send the draft copy out to the patrons, and then the whole thing will go up. I'm kind of actually following the model that I think Travis uses on his Patreon. that why not give it to the people who support you and then sell it to everybody else?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So
it's a good way too to get feedback from a community that's invested, as opposed to like trying to persuade your friends and family to read your writing and give you their thoughts on it.
that's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
As a writing
you're
student, I don't let my parents read my writing.
well,
Family
Kelly
are
kind of
the
has to,
worst.
as one of our lovely patrons is Jan, his mom.
Yeah, it's my mom. Anyway, I'm gonna
Which
mute
is
myself and get back to just
Yeah.
monitoring you. So bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes. Let's kind of just do, before we get back into it, let's do a quick little round of like, what are people up to? What's the project on the horizon? What are you guys working on? So I believe we have in order, Vahid. What are you up to? What kind of stuff are you working on right now?
Yeah, so on the Dice Legends channel, we've just started our 2023 year a couple of episodes ago. We started the 4th act of our big major plot line. Specifically this weekend, we have the wonderful Robert Hartley as a guest on our show. And gosh, what else? It's just too much fun, I guess. What else? I don't know. That'll do for now.
We rated you guys while you were writing an adventure, which I think is
So okay,
super
all right,
cool.
okay. I'll spend 30 more seconds. I'll be fast though. So Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do our main campaign, The Heroes of Artai. It is an exciting, fast-paced adventure of fun and laughter. Then on Sunday evenings, wacky time, we do a Dungeon Master based stream on Dungeon Master skills, and we were doing a group, an adventure writing thing for first level players and beginner DMs that we will all give away. And then today, Monday evening / Tuesday, if you're like Dag and me and us in the Southern Hemisphere, then we do a player-centered game, and we get chat to play a group. In this case, a group of rogues, a party of only rogues. That's what we've been doing.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Is
And so
incredible.
the rogues are supposed to be like, to see if we can make a tanky rogue, a wizardy rogue, a stabby rogue, and a healy rogue. It's incredible what you can achieve with just the core rules, only the player's handbook. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I took more than 30 seconds. Sorry, I'm out.
No, that's wonderful. So yes, everybody go check out Dice Legends. There is so much cool content on there, so absolutely go check them out. And Travis, what you up to?
Oh, geez. So on Tuesdays, I'm running over at the Onyx Path channel. I'm running Trinity Continuum Adventure. That's got probably 2 or 3 more sessions left in it. It's the Story Path Showcase show that we do, like character creation and then 3 to 4 episodes of gameplay of the various different Story Path games. And then on Wednesday,
Bunny Hearted does on that, right?
Bunny Hearted is on that, yes. Yeah, she's playing a fighting piloting ace named Babs Butcher. Good times.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Last week they went to a city in the sky and met a character that they all immediately assumed was Lando Calrissian, and so therefore I now have to work on my Billy D. Williams impression. And then on Wednesdays, the first, third, and fifth Wednesday of every month at Onyx Path, I run Scarred Lands. Right now they're up in the continent of Fenrilic. And then every other Wednesday during the day at like 3 Eastern, so like 11 a.m. Pacific, I've been running Odysseys and Overlords, which is a game setting that I created. And I'm going to be doing, because of all the OGL nonsense, I just decided that my life would be much more pleasant if I just put that away and worked on a Savage Worlds version for the new edition. So we're actually having our session 0 of that this Wednesday, where all the characters who've been in a D20-ish setting for the last, 20, 25 episodes, they're going to be converting the characters over for that. So that's a little bit of what I'm up to. Oh, and I got a new book coming out on Wednesday. The Proteus Nova Compendium for Aberrant comes out at Drive Thru RPG on Wednesday. So it's got stats for all your favorite Aberrant characters.
Oh, so good. We had a lot of fun playing Aberrant. We did a little short stint where we were Utopia North. We were the Canadian contingent of Project Utopia.
It was very fun to watch. I called it Aberrant Alpha Flight was what I would refer to it as. But yes,
absolutely, you're 100% correct. That's exactly how I thought of it. Awesome. Well, that's fantastic. So yeah, go check out the Onyx Path Discord for all sorts of fun stuff going on over there. You can check out Travis on Plastic Age Plays as well as on the Onyx Path. And let's see what Charlie, what do we got going on for you? What are you up to?
Hi. Not too much on the D&D front. I'm currently working towards some university applications, so I've been doing a lot of kind of variety streaming on the Twitch side, playing some games like The Forest and Eastward and Breath of the Wild on my own time because my capture card hates me. But but I got this book over Christmas about writing dungeon crawls using tarot cards, so I've been playing around with that and writing some more wacky one-shots like the Jimmy Buffett one-shot that I ran as a little fun freebie thing a couple months ago.
Kelly, we really need to get Charlie on an Extra Life because I really want to play in a Jimmy Buffett one-shot. It sounds like so much fun. Yes,
find the Lost Shaker of Salt. It's a great time.
It's so good. Good. I desperately want to be in that game. That's incredible. Well, that's awesome. Cool. Well, yeah. So go check out. And what was your Twitch handle again?
Oh, my Twitch handle's Chicken Charlie. You can find me on everything by Chicken Charlie except for TikTok. You have to add a the because I cannot seem to get the name for some reason.
Yeah, that's like our cast member Caitlin, who is Petite Medic on everything except for on Twitter, where she is Petite Medic because
Aww.
Petite Medic was taken.
They're so cute,
right? It's perfect. And a quick sidebar about Caitlin and Chris. This coming Saturday, the 4th, I believe, is the date. Is their baby shower. We are doing a streamed baby shower for them because our cast members Caitlin and Blog are having a baby, and so we're gonna have a lot of fun stuff. They have a registry that you can buy stuff from, or you can just come hang out and we're gonna play some like cool games and stuff. Yeah, they're making a new character. Well, they're not making the character live on Twitch. Let's not say that, Kelly. They're not making a baby on Twitch. They've already done that part. That might get us booted.
Join the Dork Tales OnlyFans today.
It's a different website, Kelly.
Yes, the Dork Tales OnlyFans. Only dorks.
Only dorks.
I got him.
That's real funny if you know what that word means.
Okay,
yes, exactly.
It's my goddamn channel, Jordan. You don't think I looked it up?
It's just only dorks. It's whaled. Anyway,
I know what a dork is. All right, going back on way again.
Goodbye. Fantastic. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Charlie. And let's go over Dag. What you up to?
How am I supposed to follow that? That was incredible. I feel like I'm gonna try though. So hi guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and you can find me over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DeadAussieGamer, where I literally just hang out. Like, I consider myself to be a D&D performer, so I actually do spend a lot of my time on other channels, and I'm going to try and rattle them all off right now. So starting, of course, with my own channel, you can find me doing a bunch of stuff with my Patreons over there. It's a very casual setting where a bunch of people who support my channel and my lifestyle gather together to play. We've recently started Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Extinction Curse, which is a lot of fun, which is on Fridays. But then we also have our Curse of the Crimson Throne on Mondays. We have Reign of Winter on Wednesdays. And then every Sunday, I do a little Dag Reads where I read a book because I feel like I should be literate. You can also find me over on the Careful Cantrip cast as part of the Season 2 cast members every Wednesday morning or Tuesday night if you're in the US. Over on twitch.tv/carefulcantrip. You can also find me as a member of the Quincy's Tavern Guard, which you can find me on Sundays once in a blue moon, where I go and play a variety of different characters on that show. I also have my own special event show, which I'm starting on a monthly basis, which you can find on my YouTube channel, Dead Aussie Gamer Live, which is called Dragon Kitchen, which is Iron Chef meets Dungeons and Dragons, where I create fantastical dishes with my celebrity guest stars who come in and crash it together and do cool, fun, and wonderful things. We recently had Brandon from Dungeon Master Therapist and my friend Lightbox Gnome from over on TikTok fight together over the secret ingredient of a phoenix, which was very fun to watch them try and cook. I'll also be later on this. You see what this is like when people ask me, what are you up to? On February 3rd, for those of you in Australia, for those of you in the US, it'll be February 2nd. I will be over on Robert Hartley GM's channel playing a RPG version of the very classic game Monkey Island, which is going to be a bit of a fundraiser, kind of like, yeah, we're just going to have a good time. And lastly, I think, because I haven't confirmed anything else, on February 11th, Australian time, February 10th for the folks in the US, I'm going to be part of a charity over on my channel for Are You Okay? It's a great mental health thing that we do like here. We're supporting each other and just taking the time to ask each other, are you okay? And so if you are out and about and want to contribute to the charity and stuff, come and check out my channel on Feb 10th/11th and see that out. I believe it is 8 p.m. US Eastern Standard, 7 a.m. Australian Western Standard, if I converted that correctly, which I may not have, but there you go. It's not like this would be
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough is near enough. Go follow my channel. You'll find it. Yeah. You satisfied? You happy, Kelly? Huh? Look what you made me do. That's not even everything.
What else do you have?
For those of you not watching live, please make sure you go and check out all of those things. And if you aren't able to donate to Are You Okay through that, maybe check them out and go see. We do a ton of charity stuff over here too, so I definitely hope we can drag y'all back for those ones for Extra Life, because last year we raised over $20,000, I think, across 2 weekends, which we were super duper proud about. We actually did better than we did the year before, despite all of the world and the state of the world in general. We all did pretty well. So yes, so we love charity work. So everybody, if you're watching this live, go check it out and go donate, because we want to, especially we are all people with our own mental health stuff. So we definitely like to help out others when we can. So thank you for sharing that one. Let's pop down into the corner. And hey, Jordan, what are you up to?
I'm in the other corner. Hello. That was surprising. I run a Twitch channel called Not a Vampire, I Promise. I'm a variety streamer, so lately we've been doing a series on Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that I somehow missed. We just installed the Chaos mod, so I'm getting nothing done. Super fun. The channel tends to focus on viewer interaction. I like installing mods that mean you can screw with me. I spent a lot of time as a turtle recently. We also play Jackbox games, and every Sunday we have something called the Actorb Show, where I have my good friend Aki basically rip on me for about 2 hours straight. It's a damn good time. The last thing I think I actually ran on a channel, like the last tabletop, was a Exalted Princess the Hopeful game that ended actually perfectly. No one died somehow. It was a really good time, but I haven't run anything since then. They're a lot of work. So yeah, please come check out the channel. I'm live every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, barring life circumstances. I'm quite busy outside my streaming life, but yeah, please come check it out. I promise I will not drink your blood.
Promises. Fantastic. Well, thank you guys all so much. Obviously, as everyone can tell, they have insanely busy schedules. So thank you everybody for participating and being here with us tonight. It means a lot. You guys have been incredible. I can't wait to finish this off with you. Speaking of, let's get back into it. So we have entered the prematurely closed building of the Intermission Center. I'm so bad with names, guys. I'm bad with my own names. I never remember my own characters. Nephior, the Nephior Center.
Nephior, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just
I've had a Nephior shit.
Languages.
There it is. It's okay. I'll remember it now. I've had a Nephior shit. So, you guys will enter in, and as the doors open, that's the wrong thing. you enter into the north lobby. This long hallway runs between a set of double doors to the north and an atrium to the south. So as you walk in, you come around the corner and you see down this long hallway. Along its length, there are numerous places for students to sit and study. A pair of double doors lead to a lecture theater to the west, and a glowing door on the eastern wall bars exit into the garden outside. So as you know, still these walls of force that have been closed a little prematurely. A small clock between two of the seating areas peacefully ticks away the time, adding a sense of serenities to the space. Can I get who has a passive perception over 16?
Meryl does.
I have a 16. Is that
16? That's perfect for me.
Nice.
So Meryl and Leola will hear from the lecture hall to the west. As you guys walk in, it's to your right. Through the double doors, the two of you can hear the sounds of screaming and combat on the other side of the doors.
Meryl's gonna take out like her medicine bag and like start putting gloves on. Grabs a mask to put on.
Are those double doors?
Yes.
I love going into a room this way. I'm gonna kick the doors open with my front hooves.
Please roll me an athletics check.
Excellent. My
Christa, do you
whopping
mind if I
athletics of
attempt?
+0.
Sorry, what
That
did
would
you
be
say,
a 5.
You rear back majestically and go clunk clunk, and the door remains shut.
Can I open the door?
You can try.
Cool. I walk up and attempt to open it.
The door is locked.
Okay. I think for a minute and I look back at Leola and I say, maybe we should kick it again. And I set up ready to kick with Leola.
You know what? Maybe I'll try the hind legs. Hold on.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna go up to Leola and like lay a hand and go. I believe in you this time. I think that you have just the right amount of gumpsh and cast guidance.
Guides, perfect.
Gumpsh.
I would
Just
like
as they're kicking it, Coach is gonna say, "Hey, whoa! Why are we trying to destroy our school property here?"
Because they don't
I did
pay
not
us
scare
enough.
a damn thing.
yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna go, oh, that's a good point, and pull out thieves' tools.
I still give Leola guidance to kick
Leola,
the
feel
door.
free to kick it if you want.
I mean, yeah. Let's just kick it.
Cool.
Go for it.
I
Roll
am
me an
moving ahead with
athletics
the
check.
lock-picking attempt. Just so
Perfect.
You know. Yeah.
Roll me your. Well, you know what? Roll me your lockpicks anyway, because I'm gonna want it. But what was your athletics, Travis?
That was an 11. With the guidance, that would be what, a 12? Is it guidance plus
You
1?
You
roll
roll a
D4.
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 Before. Okay. So, that's not
Go
bad.
15.
It's 15.
Yeah, baby.
Ed, what was yours, Jordan?
I also got a 15.
Okay, perfect. You kick the door and it rattles like crazy, so that when but doesn't quite break open. Like you see the hinges creak a little bit and everything shakes a little bit. So as Hoopfoot walks up, they put one pin in and just wiggle it a little bit and it goes click click.
I loosened it up for you. Up for it.
I'm going to, just as the kick comes in, leap back and go, oh! And I'm going to look carefully at the door, inspect it, look around and go, do you think this door may be possessed? It did not like my intrusion, and I put the thieves' tools away.
Yeah, no, the school owns this door.
As this is happening, Meryl is so concerned for the children, she whips the doors open, fully decked out in medical gear, going, "Who needs saving?"
As you open the doors, you are greeted with an impossible sight. The lecture theater before you would normally house 60 students, but today its space is taken up by the scaly girth of an adult green dragon, its emerald scales shining within a cloud of green mist. "Oh no, poison! No one breathe!" Someone screams from deeper inside the room. Inside the room, you can see 5 students with full weapons and throwing spells at this thing, and they're not looking so good.
There's got to be
this
an
the
LARP
LARP?
for this.
I'm gonna.
Roll me an insight check.
I want to do insight as well, for sure.
Please do, yes.
I'd also
Anyone
love-
can roll an insight if you'd like.
And can I just say that I get advantage against magic.
Fantastic.
Oh, no,
yes,
that's
roll with advantage.
My passive insight is 17. Would Meryl know anything?
I rolled a 0.
Coach is not even.
I rolled a 1 with a
Coach is
negative
bothering.
1.
Does Coach is Coach seeing this as, oh god, there's a dragon? I'm not gonna roll, or
No, Coach is just gonna walk in and ask the dragon if he has a permit.
that is a nat 20 from Pepper and Leola. What was your insight?
Oh, I didn't even roll inside. I just shouted, "Hey, is this the LARP?"
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So you say, "Hey, is this a LARP?" The coach walks in, looks at the dragon, and says, "Where's your permit?"
Yep.
Fantastic. Hoopfoot fully believes this is a dragon, and these kids are going to be eaten.
Hoopfoot starts speaking Draconic to the dragon.
Fantastic. The dragon completely ignores you.
Yeah. Mhm.
But Pepper, you absolutely know this is an illusion. And Meryl, you recognize these kids. They are the LARP club. They come in with wounds all the time, usually because one of them hit the other a little too hard. This is in fact the LARP club.
Brilliant.
Have you at least switched to foam swords this time, you guys? She like takes her gloves off.
One of them, a ASMR that you know is Sway. They look back at you, and as they look back, go, "Oh, hey, Nurse Mary!" And the tail of this dragon catches them and throws them across the room, and they tumble across a bunch of desks as a bunch of them continue to fight.
Hoopfoot starts looking through his bags.
Wonderful.
It's okay. All right, well, I'll see you Monday, guys. And she's gonna leave.
The dragon will look down at the coach and like roar in your face.
Do I smell like dragon? Like, how real is this illusion? Like, is there?
Roll me an insight. Roll me insight on this one.
All right. That is an 8.
There's no real smell. Like you might be able to kind of make it, like you might be able to just be like, oh well, maybe that was a little brimstone-y, or it's poison, and who knows what poison smells like, right? So it's not brimstone, it's not fiery. Who knows what it smells like? It just kind of smells like young adult BO, which is unfortunate. But you do get a bit like you get your sort of, you feel the wind from a breath on your face.
All right.
This is probably a real dragon.
Hey, now listen here, buddy. I didn't ask for smack talk. I asked to see your permit, and I'm gonna punch him in the nose.
Please roll an attack.
17.
I have a feeling that doesn't hit an adult green dragon. Come on and load, you silly goose. I didn't actually expect you guys to fight this thing. I didn't have stats up. You swing at this. You hit it, but it just kind of bonk.
Yeah.
And it's gonna spin and swing its tail at you. And what's your AC?
16.
That's a nat 20. It is going to fling you across the wall, and you are going to smack into the side of the wall.
Meryl's standing in the doorway watching this, and she's not entirely sure if he knows or not, or he's playing along to like be friends with the students.
50-50.
Oh gosh. A human will sort of stand up, will sort of stop fighting, and go, end simulation. And the dragon will, and there will just be a small orb sitting in the middle of the room, and all the desks are kind of toppled over. And this hurt, Coach. Knuckles is feeling it. But as you kind of get up, and sort of like dust yourself off there, the bruises and stuff seem to kind of disappear and go away, and you see all the kids kind of the young, I shouldn't call them kids, they're adults. They sort of dust themselves off, and it almost looks like the cuts get dusted away as they're brushing themselves off. And the human will walk up to you. Meryl, you recognize this as Batrick. He's one of the heads of the LARP club. Will walk up and be like, can we help you, professors?
Hoopfoot finishes looking through his bags and pulls out a gun.
Whoa! Hey!
Then looks around and goes, where'd the dragon go?
The coach slew it. You can put the pistol away.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And he puts it back in a different pocket than where he pulled it out.
Okay, can we're actually looking for something else, guys. Come on, let's leave them. That was an impressive illusion. Beautiful. Keep playing, guys. That was great. Come on, guys.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere until someone shows me a permit to use this room, okay?
We've got more important things to do.
Hey, we're
you'll see
looking
Patrick.
for a litter bug. And they could have hidden in here. Among these
Patrick will go
nerds.
over and pull out a bag, like a hot pink backpack, and he'll reach in and pull out and hand you a sort of folded piece of paper. And you open it up. And this one, as far as you can tell, looks legit. Strixhaven is spelled correctly.
All right, I'll
Come on.
because again the coach has trouble reading. He's gonna look at Professor Pepper behind him, and just sort of be like, yeah,
Yes, it's legit.
okay,
Hey, look.
yeah, all right.
sooner-
Everything seems to be in order here, but listen here, keep it down, okay? I know you rowdy nerds like to play around, but it's late night, okay? And hey, real quick, these orbs that you make, can you make one with like an elemental, like a stone one and a wood one? 'Cause I
Stop.
need them for tomorrow's lesson.
Stop. We need to re-talk about that conversation a little later, but
Right.
and
You're
she's
right.
gonna get
Vanessa's right. We need to talk about this later, kid, okay? Just in my office tomorrow morning.
I'm so sorry. She looks at Batwick, feeling I'm so sorry. And then she's gonna go, Batwick, were you guys putting up these flyers? Were they some weird attempt at making people want to be in this club?
He'll take one and look and go, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't us. There is another lecture hall on the other side of the building, though.
Let's go.
Cool, thanks. Enjoy your dragonings. I'll be back on Monday. Please manage yourselves till then.
Have a good weekend.
Ballywick says, tell the dragon I said hi, and he leaves.
Let's go.
Coach will leave last, but as he does, he's going to walk past one of the kids who's LARPing, and he's got like this really big, like kind of hammer, and he's gonna kind of look at the hammer, and then he's gonna take the hammer off him. I'm confiscating this, because my barbarian had no reason to be walking these halls with weapons, but now I have one.
Fantastic. You now have a Warhammer of whatever Warhammer stats it is. However, whenever you hit with it, there's a 25% chance that it just explodes because it's not a real weapon.
Or the weapon will explode, not the person. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, the weapon.
I was gonna
Yes,
say
the
that's
weapon.
one hell of a Warhammer.
I'm like, God damn!
Yeah.
Join the LARP club.
Wow.
Damn.
They got the
Kid,
good
I am
shit.
confiscating this for real. Like, you should not have this.
And yes, it squeaks every time you hit it. It goes. "Ear."
Brilliant.
I love that they took my suggestions. It was really hard. The first week they were using real swords, and I can only grow so many limbs.
We call it conditioning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, coach is like skill issue.
Yeah.
As you guys walk down the hallway, you head south down the hallway there. You will see out the windows that all have force walls over them, but they're see-through. You'll see out in the back there is sort of a small sitting area that's kind of like a gazebo that is surrounded by beautiful plants and everything. And as you guys continue on, you walk into the
I waste
atrium.
it with my crossbow.
Pew, pew. I dispel the wall of magic just so that I can attack.
I got a 15 on initiative versus the gazebo.
The gazebo eats you.
I really wish. Yeah.
Again?
Meryl really wonders how they staff the summer courses through this entire adventure.
I mean, this is just outside his wheelhouse. Cut the little guy some slack.
Hey, I'm not going to stop you if you want to go investigate a gazebo.
No, I choose life.
Wonderful. Okay, so
All right, let's go.
Continuing down into the atrium, broken glass litters the floor of this square atrium. Rain lightly spatters to the ground beneath a broken skylight. Empty display cases with shattered glass line the eastern and western walls, their contents pilfered. Hallways extend from the north and south of this room. You are entering from the north. The room is empty except for several intricately folded paper birds who chirp softly in the rafters above. There are 4 little paper birds flitting around.
Ballywick walks up to one and says, "Hello."
As you walk into the room, they sort of they start squawking in this very kind of dry, but like loud. I don't want to scream into the mic. I'm loud enough as is. And you will feel a on your shoulder.
Gross.
And as you look down, there seems to be like a splotch of ink on what is Professor Ballywick wearing? It's a jacket, shirt.
A deeply stained like leather jerkin. He's wearing the archaeologist uniform, but it's clear he has not washed or changed it in probably longer than he's had tenure. Oh no, I think we
you can't really notice because of how dirty this jerkin is.
Yeah.
But if you look closely at it, the ink forms itself into coalition. Round.
How high up are they?
Question? They are a height up.
Because if it's 30 feet or less.
I'd say it's about between 10 and 30. They kind of fly about that.
All right. I would like to look at one of them and say, "Get over here," and thorn whip it.
Fantastic. Yes, go ahead and roll to attack.
Yes. How's a 15?
That sounds about right. If this wants to load.
It hits. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally. Of course it does.
I believe in him, so.
Oh, come on now.
And we know that with the
It
power of
does.
belief, you can do anything.
Like I said, my internet's not having a day. Yes. So yes, that'll hit. You grab this thing and it comes rattling towards you, but continues to squawk. And as it does so, the other 3 birds follow it, and wrapped in this tangle of whip, they begin to combine into a bigger bird, and a bunch of papers off of the ground start to build until in front of you there is a giant eagle that is large size. And can everybody roll initiative for me?
Sure.
Of course.
Can I
darn
keep
it.
my gazebo initiative, or do you want me to re-roll?
You can keep your gazebo initiative.
Yes! All right, 15.
15, okay.
I got a nat 1 with a +1, which is 2.
Hooray!
Got a 6.
Awesome.
I should have rolled against the gazebo, man.
That's a 16.
16 for Dick. And what was yours, Vahid?
13.
13. Perfect. I laid this out perfect. And with a nat 20, the eagle is going to go first.
Rip.
Lord.
So because it was just pulled in by Leola, it is not very happy about it. So it is going to make a couple of attacks on you. Well, you know what? I used my nat 20 on initiatives because that's going to be an 8 and a 10 to hit.
That will barely miss me.
So yes, it will kind of flap and spray. For purposes of your thorn whip, how much damage does that do?
2d6 piercing.
I'll give you that if you want to roll it.
Sure. That's 10.
Fantastic. It'll take 10 damage. And so it will sort of flap at you. So next is Dag. Go ahead, Coach.
All right. So Coach Knuckles is going to start by taking his big hammer that he now has and swinging it at this bird.
Beautiful. Roll that attack.
All right, here we go. That is a 12.
That will just miss. This thing is not built very well. The aerodynamics are real off, and so you swing, and it just does not make it.
But the coach and his swing missed intentionally.
Ooh.
Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a bonus action to use my adrenaline and dash as a bonus action and move away and then immediately back towards, literally doing kind of like a lap of the room. So as I swung down, I've carried that momentum and used it to run backwards, then run back forwards, and I have the charger feat. So I get another attack with a +5 to my damage if I hit with this one.
Fantastic. Go right ahead. Do you invoke an attack of opportunity if you?
I do provoke an
move?
attack of opportunity with that one.
Okay. Provoke. That's the word. Invoke. Good Lord, Christa.
I invoke an attack
Of
of
opportunity. I'm going to assume a 12 doesn't hit you.
12 does not hit me, no. But let's try that again, shall we? Oh my lord, that is a 10. I somehow got worse.
You slip in a spot of ink that as you look down, you might not be able to read it, but it says estate.
Oh.
But you managed to
Damn,
stay on
these
your
floors
feet.
need to be cleaned.
Professor Ballywick.
My mute button. Okay, hello. So he's gonna reach into a pouch that he has very clearly laid out for combat because it doesn't take him long to get this. He pulls out a whistle, looks at it, dusts it a little bit, and blows into it heavily. I'm casting Dissonant Whispers.
Amazing.
So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw, and this invokes psychic damage. So potentially this thing is immune.
I suspect so.
Yeah. But Ballywick is.
Because it's a
doing
construct, isn't it? And constructs are immune.
I think constructs are immune to psychic damage. I don't have the rule in front of me.
That sounds correct. Kelly, if you want to catch that for me, just because my internet's bad. Yes. Okay. Yes. Correct. So it probably would have failed that. So you see it shake in response and drops estate, efflux, and applaud that splat onto the ground and soak into the floor. But it seems unfazed otherwise. It also drops the word unfazed onto the ground.
Oh, okay. Ballywick notices that and goes, understood. And he's gonna pull his gun out.
Beautiful. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Perfect. He'd go ahead.
All right, running behind yonder broken display. I'm small, so I can get behind it. And magic missile! Phew, phew, phew.
Beautiful. Roll that damage.
You bet your booties I'm gonna roll that damage. Oh my goodness. Yo, you beauties. 1 and a 1 and a 3. Excellent. 8 points of damage.
Beautiful.
Not
And a couple pieces of paper pop off. That's a great sentence. A couple pieces of paper pop off, and it drops the ink splurge, berry, and bitch onto the ground.
Rude.
And I'm really glad that is what came up in my random word generator. And that will go down to Travis.
Beautiful. I too am going to whistle, and as I whistle, I'm going to pull 8 holly berries out of my saddlebag and crush them as 8 blink dogs come into the room.
Oh no!
I cast conjure woodland beings.
Wow.
See, we are very similar in our play. I like to get as many things on the field as possible. Kelly's gonna look for some blink dogs. Wonderful. What else would you like to do? I assume they get attacks.
I have their stats handy, but summoned creatures friendly to you. They roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which have their own turns.
Go ahead.
They obey any verbal commands that you issue them. No action required. My command is going to be sick 'em. And let me see if I can. Is it going to be nice enough to let me roll? Oh, it does. Look at that. They go on an 8.
On an 8. Awesome. Okay, so they'll come around next turn. Wonderful. And then down to Charlie. What's Nurse Meryl doing?
Well, Nurse Meryl's kind of freaking out, and then she pulls out of her little nurse's bag one of those like mallets that get to like you hit for your reflex tests. Which I'm gonna say is my mace, and I'm gonna test these birds' reflexes as my action.
Go to the knee. Go right ahead.
Right at the knee. Does a
spiritual weapon.
I know it's spiritual weapon.
I said that that's what you would need as your spiritual one as well.
Yeah,
it would be very good. This is your regular one.
It is a 18 to hit, I think. I'm bad at math.
That will hit, yes.
All right, and so this, I hope that you have good reflexes, and that's a 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And then
wonderful.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
Fantastic. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
My spiritual weapon is like a really big, like a comically long tongue dispenser, I think is what my spiritual weapon is. Yeah, it's like a wooden popsicle stick, and it has like, but like it's really nicely engraved. It says Nurse Meryl on it, and it's just a very glowy tongue depressor.
That's Hysterical. I love that. Wonderful. We have reached the top, and this eagle is not impressed with any of you. So it is going to, let's see, who's actually, well, I think it's a little afraid of the gun, to be perfectly honest. So it's going to turn to Professor Ballywick and make a couple. Actually, it'll take one attack on Leola, because you did hit it already once, and then it'll also go for Professor Ballywick. Shout out to the 2 crew. I'm going to assume a 7 doesn't hit Leola. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
I want to call you Hoot Boot. It's not Hoot Boot.
I have a hard time with the name, and I made the character, so like, he's wearing professor's robes in too many bags, not armor. So yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so it is going to attack you with its beak, and do a D6 plus 3. If I could roll it in the dice tray and not behind it, would be great. That is going to be 7 piercing damage on you.
Okay. Ballywick takes the hit in the chest. It pierces through his clothes easily, pokes into him, and he doesn't make a sound. He literally just like stumbles back a bit and continues with his pistol. He goes through ancient ruins for fun. This is pretty normal.
He's used to just being impaled as he does stuff.
Honestly, that's a dart at best.
True. Dag, what's Coach doing?
All right.
Now that he's got his
Coach
footing.
is done with his warm up. Okay, just putting that out there. Okay, so Coach is going to start by attempting to grapple this creature. He lays down the maul, and you watch as he like stretches outwards and gets ready to do like a high jump. And as he does so, he's going to try and grab it by like kind of the side of its beak and use that to kind of swing it back and grab it by the neck, like in like kind of one of those like old school like Greco-Roman wrestling holds.
Fish hooking him, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, is that contested athletics, right, for grappling?
Yes, and I'll be raging while I do this.
Wonderful. Athletics will be strength. So that's gonna be a 15.
It's a shame I rolled a natural 20 and got a 28 on that.
Hot damn! Yes, you grab this thing and you manage to like, you get both of its wings in, you get its feet tucked up, you have this thing fully under your control. But it's still wiggling.
All right, as he does so, Coach is like, "All right, calm down here, fella. Take a knee, and so take a knee." And he's brought him down, and I'm going to use extra attack to basically headbutt the back of its neck with an unarmed strike.
Please do.
That is an 18.
That'll do it.
Bang! That's 6 points of damage as he just gets headbutt in the back of the skull.
Amazing. You bash into this thing, and as you do, you are now all of a sudden you are kind of holding like just a big thing of paper, and the 4 little birds pop out again and start flittering around the dogs. And we can act out of initiative if you would like.
We won?
The little birds are like landing on the blink dogs' noses.
Ballywick is going to take the device he was affixing to his pistol and go, "Oh," and put it in his bag and put his pistol away.
I'm going to try and eat one of the birds.
I would assume the blink dogs are also doing that, and I'll drop a healing word on our injured friend.
Oh, thank you. I hope the word is pickle.
It's get better.
All right, what'd you get?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on.
Could this have been a band-aid? Like we really as staff should really make sure that we are practicing what we're preaching?
No,
Like,
it's
were
from
you
my magic
super
initiate feat. It doesn't even cost me a spell slot.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm just checking, you know.
Ballywick looks down at this still open wound and goes, yeah, it shows.
And I'm sorry, Coach is eating one?
I ate a bird.
Oh, you should also get an additional. I don't know why it didn't come through that way, but I believe you get an additional 3. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And almost
Is there a
closed
word on
wound.
my tongue?
Yes. The word on your tongue, when you stick your tongue out, it says pyramid.
In what language?
Undercommon.
I look at
Damn
Professor
it.
Pepper. Yeah.
Ballywick pulls out a magnifying glass with scribbles on it and looks at his tongue. I'm casting comprehend languages.
You see that it says that.
Sorry, what did you say it said?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. I look at it and I go, huh, that's weird. That word keeps popping up everywhere, and I put it away and walk away.
What word?
Pyramid. You see, a lot of ancient cultures built giant pyramids because they're a very easy shape to make, and he just rattles off for, he's gone. I'm officially...
For those of you that are possibly interested, you do see around the walls, there are a number of broken display cases up and down this atrium.
Would it be possible to have the blink dogs sniff their way around those display cases to try to, see if they can get anyone's scent?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll me investigation for them, with advantage.
So would perception work? They just don't have investigation.
Oh, sure.
rolls.
Yeah, that works. Let's go with
That's
perception.
Survival for tracking?
Yeah, or survive. Yeah, whichever they're blink dogs. They probably, perception works fine.
Okay. Cool. 1 second. Well, not that one. Hopefully not that one. Let's see.
Well, and blink dogs
Dog.
speak, correct?
They speak. They understand Sylvan, but they don't speak it.
They don't speak it. Okay.
No.
What is perception?
But-
Look at that.
I'm gonna say sniff around, and if you get a scent, I don't know, bark at me or something. Let me know.
Yeah, they speak. Yeah, they do have they have blink dog as their language. Yeah, in our Witchlight campaign, my character spoke blink dog.
Oh yeah.
It's the most random thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so they will they will go sniff around. And sorry, just roll me a couple of
Oh sure. I got
checks.
yeah. One was a 17.
Cool.
This one doing advantage. That's a 22.
Oh yeah. So okay,
for
these
each one of them.
that's fine. Well, those are both really good. So you'll see they kind of they sniff around. A couple of them are just chasing the birds still, but the 3 of them, the one that hasn't been eaten by by Coach, and they're sniffing around. And is anybody else looking at the display cases or investigating anywhere in here?
I think. No, you go.
Please.
Okay. I think that Meryl, because she summoned her weapon and didn't get to use it, is just using it to sweep the glass, and see if there's anything hidden within the glass, just to the side corner. So it's like coming down and it's doing like a shoop.
It's like one of those
Nice.
quarter pushing machines. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Vahid, was Pepper doing anything?
Pepper is impatient. This is supposed to be the weekend, and here we are trying to sort out some school things. Pepper is following the blink dogs because I think wherever this rally is, it isn't in here. Come on, guys. Displays, schmisplays. We know where the next hall is. Come on. Get moving. My weekend should have started an hour ago.
Pepper, as much as I also want to go home and drink wine and watch TMZ, we have to figure this out.
Yes, and the fastest way to figure it out is to follow those blink dogs. They're onto something. Forget the displays. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We've presumably been here before. Do we know what was in those displays?
So if you guys go take a look, you will see, you will look over there. The blink dogs are sniffing around, and they just kind of, they'll pick up paper and bring it over to Leola. And just kind of in Blink Dog, which is very close to Sylvan, so like you kind of pick it up. It's kind of like they're speaking Latin, but you speak Italian, so like you can pick up enough. And they're basically saying that it smells like paper. Like all they smell is book. And that's all they're picking up. Then Meryl, as you're sweeping, you're sort of starting to pick up the fact that like this glass burst out. No one broke it and took what was in it. Something inside burst out. And if you take a quick look, you guys have probably been in here before, and so you guys will if you look at the displays, it says one says The Lexicon of Lost Voices by Skyspeaker Kuruk, Voice of the Lost World by Errol Danforth, Montero's Manual of Misfortunes, The Fireguard Ledger by Zuka. It's just a whole bunch of book titles that those of you with good history would know are kind of just, they're not special books, they're just old books. It would kind of be like finding like a science tome from like 300 BC. It's like, it's cool and like that's really awesome and a really interesting historical piece, but like it's all wrong.
So Ballywick is going to, in the middle of his explanation, turn to one of the books he knows is there to use it to illustrate a point, and he's going to go, oh, the book is gone. He's going to walk over, and I'd like to inspect the area to see if the glass exploded out. Oh, but Ballywick doesn't know that. He's not that kind of guy. Yeah, anyway, I'd like to inspect the area, and I've got something better, but give me a second to figure out what.
You point over at Call of the Nether Queen by H.R.R. Spoken.
Is the book there, or is it missing?
No, it's missing. You just see the title.
Yeah.
Meryl's about to say something and then sees Ballywick and just kind of waits for a second before making a comment, but then kind of looks at Pepper and does you're right, we should move on.
Cool. While everyone else is being useful, Ballywick is going to pull out a piece of paper with some scribbles on it in the shape of a plane, and he's going to throw it straight up in the air. I'm casting Locate Object. Where's that book?
Ooh, okay. It is going to flit along, and it is going to leave the atrium and continue down the hallway, or it will continue down, and it will hit just outside the atrium. It will hit a wall, and sort of skid, like sort of almost stick in the bricks.
Okay, and is the book moving?
Oh, right, because Locate Object is, yeah, you would know. Like, it's not going away or towards or any direction, but I'm not sure how specific you can tell, but it is moving around.
If it's moving at all, I can tell that it's moving because the distance is changing, and Locate Object is...
It's changing by like...
I'm using a funny prop, but it is a spell.
Yes, it's moving by like 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like in a room.
Yeah, and it seems to either be being carried by someone who's pacing, or it may be another one of these birds.
Could be.
Cool. Ballywick is going to speak up and say, friends. And he looks around and he goes, oh, hi, coach. The book, I think the book is a bird.
You got a direction?
Oh, yes. Did you see my... Oh, where'd it go? And he's going to look around for a minute and then go, oh, wait. He's going to point over to the little, like, paper airplane made of vellum, and he's going to say, it is through those doors, which Pepper is likely standing in front of, I'm thinking.
It's a wall. Is that a wall or are they doors?
So there's a door out of the atrium, and then there is a wall immediately afterwards.
Yeah, the wall.
Yes, there is the small lobby is flanked with 2 well-worn green love seats. A wide hallway leads north into the atrium, where you are coming from, and a small stairwell descends into a bistro. The south, there is a brick wall adorned with smiling portraits of former students. Just to the west, down the little stairs, there is a bistro, and you hear a bit of a ruckus down the stairwell.
Mage armor.
As Pepper is mage armoring up, Coach is gonna look to Ballywick and say, hey, listen, we're not looking for some books. We're looking for some litter bugs, okay? Now let's get in there and show some hustle, okay?
Yeah,
faculty staff on 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to kick in the door and run in.
Wonderful.
Cool.
A small stairway on the eastern wall leads to this, or western, whatever direction that is, leads into this cozy bistro from an inner hallway, while a pair you can see the double doors that lead out into the hall. Small bistro normally serves coffee and sandwiches to a lively crowd of students, but today it is a scene of chaos. Flying knives dart through the air, hunting the Leonin manager of the Rinaldi Bistro, while a trio of students hides under a table to escape a hunting party consisting of a grand piano, an animated broom, and a walking oven.
Youch.
3 students are pinned down under fire, while the bistro's proprietor, Eartha Rinaldi, is trying to protect her business and her customers. She's trying to fight off these flying knives.
Hey, quit screwing around. You screw around too much. Okay, I'm going to charge in, raging, and I'm going to go for the grand piano.
Wonderful. If everyone would like to roll me initiative, please.
Yeah, buddy.
If you're participating in this. I mean, you don't have to.
Oh, absolutely.
Meryl,
I'm rolling
17
dice.
plus 1, 18.
Wonderful. So 18.
I'm rolling digital dice, so this can be seen. I have yet again, for the 3rd time today, rolled a natural 20.
Hell yes!
22 on my initiative.
Oh, that's awesome. Charlie. Travis.
I'm on 12 and the dogs are on 10.
10. Awesome. And dogs. Okay. And Vahid?
16.
16. Beautiful. And Jordan?
15.
15.
Again.
Awesome. And we'll go the knives with a nat 1. And our large guys with a 2. Oh my god. Kitchen appliances, let me tell you what. Good gracious.
It's okay, my kitchen knives have shitty initiative too.
Is the flying sword. Okay, wonderful. So, top of the order, you rushed in first.
All right, so Coach is going to charge forward, and just more for flavor than anything else, I'm going to try and step on the stove to get over it, and I'm going to rage as I bring down the maul onto the grand piano. Seems like this piano's out of tune, and I'm going to smack it hard as I can.
Wonderful. Roll to attack, please.
All right. That is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit. Yeah, go for it.
All right, and this will add an extra 7 points of damage because I charge,
Right.
and I'm raging. So that is 18 points of damage.
Holy Hannah. Okay, and that was the piano, right?
That was the piano, yeah. I'm then going to
Perfect.
use extra attack, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically use this is all of the gymnast years working for, of course, the circus. As rather than lifting up his hammer, he uses his weight to kind of pull up off the ground and then slams both feet into the edges of the hammer to drive it deeper into the wound that he'd already made.
Amazing.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And this is only an extra 2. Oh, minimum damage. Okay, so that is 9 points of damage with that second.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Anything else on your turn?
He'll make a joke. It's rather tasteless and off-key.
Charlie, go ahead.
Cool. So Meryl looks at what's kind of going about, sees the floating knives over by the bar, and she's gonna kind of squiggle up, and she's going to cast Guardian of Faith and place my little Faith Guardian, which I think is just a candy striper, in this spot here.
Beautiful.
And then it's a large spectral guardian appears and hovers the duration of an occupied space of my choice. Any hostile creature that moves within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they get 20 radiant damage, or 10 if they succeed. And then the guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage.
Awesome. Okay. So it doesn't do any damage right now?
No, I think it's like when they come within 10 feet of it. So if it moves out of 10 feet or is within 10 feet of it, it will do damage. It says I can display it in the VTT.
Perfect.
Or
yes.
I hit the wrong button. But I will put it in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, if you just make a little
there you go.
Perfect. If you can make a little circle where you want to put it.
It'll be
draw.
right in this empty. I tried to click it on the YouTube video.
Oh, sorry.
It's
There it
right in this center here.
Okay, right in the bar. Okay. Perfecto. Okay, that sounds good. So it's kind of protecting the Leon in there.
Yeah, and then Meryl's gonna, as her bonus action, she's gonna put gloves back on.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So it will roll on its turn then. And next is Vahid.
Okay. Here we go. Ready for this? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Rules. All right. You know how shocking grasp, you have advantage when you're attacking someone who's metal armored, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you count an oven as being metal armored?
100%.
All right. Tahiru Toru Farima. Charge up. Shocking grasp that baby. Stand back, everyone. Yeah.
Clear.
Wonderful.
Here we go, baby. Natural 20 and a 19. That's got to be worth something.
Uh-huh. That is going to be double that damage.
Double damage that sucker. All right, here we go. Tahiru Toru Fa. Here's the 4 dice. And, oh my goodness, good roll. 25, baby. An 8, a 7, a 6, and a 4. 25.
So 50 total.
No. That was my total roll.
Oh, okay.
I doubled the dice, not the number. Sorry, I rolled 48 instead of.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yes, absolutely.
Still.
Hot diggity. That's wild. Well done. This thing just like, and you can see some of it, like sort of the top. That would be a spout that would let all the smoke go up that it is disconnected from. It just kind of like almost slumps over like a melted candle from this electrocution. Very well done. Are you doing anything else to your turn?
I can't do anything else. That was my full movement, all 25. And that's me done.
Fantastic. In that case, let's go down to Jordan.
Okay, looking over his shoulder to make sure that his totally not just a paper airplane is still working. Hoopfoot is going to step into the room, look around at different targets, stick his tongue out a little bit, pull the hammer back on his pistol, aim at the big piano, and pull the trigger.
Beautiful.
And I will give you a roll for that.
Thank you, Kelly, for the terrifying nurse.
Wow.
Sexy nurse instead
Charlie.
of a cat. Beautiful. What is your to hit, sir?
Sorry, I'm working on it. There we go. 15.
15 for the piano will hit.
Okay. It takes 9 piercing damage.
Fantastic. Awesome. You shoot through, a couple keys go bang.
Cool. When the gun goes off, it's very loud, and Hoopfoot looks genuinely surprised. This is for sure the first time he's fired the fucking thing.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, that's about it.
Wonderful. Travis, go ahead.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to run. Let's see. Oh, I was on the wrong thing on roll 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's my move. Oh, wait, no. I lied. 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah. 65.
Whoa.
And I forgot I have horseshoes to speed on.
Yep.
And when I get up here, I will thorn whip the piano. Piano's still up, right?
It is.
And the oven is down.
No, the oven is still up, but it's looking a little melty. And then there's also the broom.
Okay, I will thorn whip the piano.
Thank you, Kelly. Thorn whip the piano. I was like, where is there a horse?
Let's see.
Da, 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 da.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does indeed hit the piano.
Beautiful. So it'll be 9 piercing to the piano.
Alrighty. You swing your thorn whip and it wraps around one of the legs of the piano and it rips off and the other 3 kind of give out as it tilts and it goes clang, 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 and a bunch of the strings pop out of it and it looks pretty well defeated.
Beautiful.
Are you doing anything else in your turn?
Commanding my dogs to attack.
Wonderful. What are they attacking?
Well, let's see. I think this guy here in the back is going to teleport 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Blink dogs.
40 right here and attack that poor knife.
Poor knife.
So give me half a second so I can do this
No worries.
somewhat close to quickly.
I know it's the one downside to the summon things is it's great
Right.
to have like 8 dogs, 8 raptors. It's awesome, and then you're like, oh, this is gonna take a lot of rolling.
Oh, that poor blink dog botched his bite roll.
Ooh, it blinks to the other side. It bites on to the blade of this knife, not the handle, and gets a little snick there, and it's gonna take 3 points of slashing damage.
Oh, poor blink dog.
Poor little
Fortunately,
guy.
his buddy is going to... So 3 points of damage to this one?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Okay. I'll have to track that separately. All right, cool. The next one is going to teleport in and bite the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 13 to hit. I assume that does not succeed.
It does not hit.
10, 15. He'll move in 20, and then he'll teleport to the other side of this one. They're just going to gang up on this guy.
Cool.
I accidentally moved the nurse. I apologize. Profusely. And he will make a bite. That was a 15. Did that get through?
It does not. No.
Excellent.
These knives are strong.
The other three are going to run in here.
They're just really whippity. Their AC is just really high. They have like no hit points. They're just real fast.
I just want to check distances. Okay. Excellent. So these two are going to teleport over to the broom.
Perfect.
And they're both going to bite. And then this last one's going to teleport over to the oven and bite. So let me roll my 3 more bites. I apologize, everyone, for playing a summoner. Sorry. 10 misses.
So you got to play a summoner who also has a familiar. And
Right. There's a class we made for Scarred Lands that's a wizard subclass that's like at the end of it, when you at the capstone, I might think you end up with like 9 summons, something like that. You can maintain it once. I think they all missed. Yeah, they all missed.
Well, the oven and the broom are only a 13 to hit.
Oh, excellent. Well, in that case, both of the ones on the broom would have hit.
Beautiful. Roll me damage.
4 and 7, respectively.
Sorry, 4 and
7.
And 7. Awesome. So that's 11. Yes, I definitely played a character in Candlekeep Mysteries where I summoned and my familiar could also summon. And so,
Nice.
Yeah, we had like 30 summons on the field. It was stupid. Yes, Katamari Damacy style, dead. Beautiful. So you guys you see these 2 blink dogs blink in and they start to sort of rip at the bottom of this broom and like are ripping off pieces of not corn, Christa.
Straw.
Hay. Straw. Thank
I like the idea that it's made out of corn. It's just a corn broom.
Cobs.
Cannon.
I guess if you use the dry husks.
Yeah, it's
That-
just,
No,
might work.
fresh cobs with butter.
fresh cob with butter.
Yeah. It's just a mop.
It's less a broom and more of a problem.
Yeah, fair. Fantastic. So that's all the dogs. We will go down to bad guys. It's like, what's a BA for? Cool. Well, the piano's down. The stove is going to attack probably Pepper, because that hurt. So it is going to try to slam into you with a 10.
Jesus. You're nailing the voice.
It tries to step forward, but its little leg sort of melts underneath it and it doesn't quite get at you. But then the knives it's the knives' turn, and so they're in your guardian space. So what do they roll?
They have to roll a dexterity saving throw. And they
Okay.
have to beat a 15.
15 on dex. Okay, so that's a 17 for 1.
So that one takes 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay. That's half is 10 points? Holy hell.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the other one failed.
20 points of radiant damage.
And the other one is going to try to swing at one of these blink dogs. The one knife manages to just get past. Your guardian kind of baps it, but the other one, your guardian grabs it out of the air, stabs it into the bar, and kind of snaps the hilt off, or the handle off of the knife. The other one goes and tries to attack the Leonin behind, and will not hit, but will kind of stab at it. The Leonin has a like cookie sheet that she's bapping, protecting herself against this knife. The other knife will attack one of the dogs and roll a 19 plus 3. So it'll hit one of the other ones. You can pick your choice of which one it is. And it does a d8, which will be 5 damage. It will do slashing damage to one of your little doggos there. Poor little puppers. And that is all of... Oh, and then the broom will attack one of the guys. The broom is going to hit for a 16.
That will hit.
Will hit. Okay, so one of the dogs will take 2d6. Will take 11 damage.
That's buttery damage.
Yes, buttery damage.
That's a lot, but it's like half of its hit points.
Okay, and that is all of their turns. So we're top of the order. Dag, you want to attack?
All right. Coach looks around and he says, well, it looks like it's just time to clean up this cafe. Starting with you, buddy. And I'm going to use a dash action using my adrenaline rush, which is going to give me some temporary hit points and get me across. By the way, in case I didn't make it clear, in addition to being a gymnast, Coach used to also be in the track and field team, and has a 50-foot move speed. So I'm gonna cross over and I'm gonna make a grapple check to try and grab that broom.
Play tug of war with the dogs. Yep. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yep. So that is a 13 to grab it. Oh, sorry.
And that's grapple, so I need to roll against that. Athletics, and the broom is 0. It says 13.
Yeah, okay. So grabbing hold of it, Coach Knuckles is then going to use the rest of that movement to get back to the oven, and I'm going to just
Oh,
as I'm just
love a hamp whamp. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to basically just jam this broom into the open flame. So I want to basically use the broom to make a melee attack on the oven.
Please do, yeah.
Okay. And still raging. I don't know how much damage broom does. But,
roll to hit.
That is a 14 to hit.
A 14 to hit. And you are attacking. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
So
because
its damage is normally 2d6. So
okay.
Go ahead and do 2d6 damage.
Do I get to add my strength to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 12.
The corn mop is a great sword.
That is 20 points of damage as I force feed the broom into this flame.
Jesus. You take this thing and you just not... It's one of those old stoves that have like the metal tops that you can take off to get the actual fire to come out. Mm-hmm. You bash through the center of this, and the end, the butter melts completely, and the corn
rain popcorn.
It's gonna start popping corn everywhere. And just starts going. And the stove fills up with popcorn until it kind of pops open at the seams, and popcorn tumbles out the side of it. and the broom, and the if I may, Travis, the blink dogs that were biting at the corn come over and start eating up the popcorn.
That stands to reason.
Perfect. And then Charlie, what would you like to do? There's still two knives.
So one
Oh,
other
sorry,
thing.
you're not done.
I ain't done. So basically, I've used a move action to move, but I haven't actually used all my 50-foot movement yet.
Okay.
So with a, what I want to do is I want to basically heft the remains of the oven on the top of the broom and turn it back into my maul. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement and my frenzied berserker attack action as a bonus action to hit that one knife. And as I do so, I whisper to it, "I wouldn't have hit the dog." And because God damn it, Coach is a dog person.
Oh my god.
Please
Go
give
ahead.
him advantage or inspiration or
Please.
some
Oh.
nonsense.
Roll with
no.
advantage, please. That's
Even
so
with advantage, I only got an 11. I rolled 2 3s on that one. That was.
Oh
abysmal.
no. The knife just manages to duck out of the way, and popcorn explodes all over this area.
All right. Now I'm.
But beautiful. Charlie, what would you like to do?
Oh boy, OG. She is gonna kind of look around. I don't think any of us are severely hurt, so she is going to go, and she instead brings out her giant tongue dispenser again to whap at the knife.
Go right ahead. Oh, is your guardian concentration?
No.
Oh no, spiritual weapon isn't concentration, right? You're good.
Neither is the guardian. It just sits there until it deals 60 points of damage.
That's wild.
It's a great
Cleric's
spell.
got a great
Yeah,
buff.
it's arguably the most broken spell in D&D.
Jesus. It is.
Doesn't
It's
matter
wild.
because it rolled a nat 1 for a total of 8.
So your tongue depressor is going to go and swing, except it's gonna scoop its way through the popcorn and get real buttery, and so it slips off of the knife and sort of, as a sort of viscous layer on the side of it, will stick itself to the side of the wall and be briefly stuck for a moment.
My boy!
Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Yeah, Meryl's gonna move slightly to like be closer to the person that could probably take more damage than Meryl.
Good call.
And just as sad about her tongue dispenser.
Vahid, it is your turn.
Well, I don't think there's much for me to do.
There are
it
two
seems to be
knives left.
Yes, there are. All right, fine. Tahiru Toru fa. I will run over. Run over to those. Slide between those chairs over there, and with a clear line of sight, I will firebolt the knife. Here. Come on, baby. Do what I want you to do. The one next to the nurse. The very frightening nurse.
Yes.
All right, and we roll a mediocre. Oh, it's not mediocre. It's an 18.
That will do it.
Hang on, wait. Okay, great, cool. And then 2d10 damage. Only 8.
8 damage. Okay. This thing, the wooden handle gets really charred, but it remains floating. But it's not looking great. And then, who's next? Oh god, what am I doing? Is that your turn? Is that everything you're doing, Vahid?
I'll just move one more behind some more chairs and just hide. Not as a stealth roll, just more cover.
Gotcha. In that case, Jordan, what would you like to do? Did you bring a gun to a knife fight?
Yeah, I did. Also, not confident
Nice.
in Ballywick's ability to shoot the damn thing at least. However, he is. So, I'm gonna take 10 feet of movement. Ballywick reloads the handgun, something that he looks weirdly practiced at, and he's going to and take a shot at the knife. The reloading and like inspecting and cleaning it, that he's done a lot. The shooting, not so much. 7.
You shoot sort of through the Guardian, and you hear a ting, and you hear the lead go, "What the hell's going on?"
Again, very startled by the loud noise. Ballywick looks over and sees if the ting was another knife.
It was not. It was a Leonin with a cookie sheet.
My reaction be to eye roll Ballywick?
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
He's very focused on reloading now.
And then we'll go over to Travis.
Am I able to? So I would like to move over to where this blink dog is, effectively.
Sure.
And I would like to, because our actions are close enough, if I could, give them a command and reserve my action for once they've executed that command. My command would be move away, and then I was going to Thunderwave as soon as the dogs clear the area.
Sure. Yep.
Excellent.
Good thinking.
I'll scoot them out of the way. And where did my character sheet go? Here we went. Yeah, too many windows, not enough monitors.
Story of my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say the eternal
Right.
struggle.
Isn't it? There we go. And I am probably impatient enough to Thunderwave as a 3rd level spell slot.
Do it.
Okay.
So it'll be 16 if they fail their con save, half if they make it.
What am I rolling?
14, con 14.
14. Yes, they've both failed. These things shatter under the auditory and fall to the ground. The Leonin leans out from behind the candy striper and goes, professors, you probably want to get to the other lecture hall. That's where these came from.
Great. Thanks. I'll leave her here. Just in case.
Super appreciate it. And she'll kind of like leap over the bar all cool like and run over to the students that are kind of hiding behind the tables to go help them. But yes, she has said that down the hallway, however, as you run down, you notice that there is a brick wall in the direction that she said you were supposed to go.
Is my paper airplane still stuck in it?
Yes. As Coach hits it with the stove.
Oh yeah, I'm not breaking my rage. I'm gonna just keep this going. Litter bugs!
Fantastic. The wall disperses before you as you guys walk through this wall that was an incredible illusion that had fooled even Pepper, although Pepper might have been a little impatient and wasn't really looking, but has fooled even you. And you go bursting through this door and run down. You see there are double doors to your right. That is the other lecture hall. And as you go into this room, if I can scroll fast enough, you go into the Pionius Anabarum Auditorium. This large lecture hall can comfortably fit 60 students. Steps along the western wall lead up to a large stage covered in stacks of old books. A dozen students spread out across the room scribble onto sheets of parchment paper at a frenzied pace, while a humanoid woman on the stage shouts a mixture of demands and words of encouragement at them. You see this woman, a young human, maybe elven, maybe half elf. You're not really sure. It's kind of fayish features. Seems to be glowing with a trail that leads back to a book that is on the ground. And she looks to you and shouts at you. You're not stopping our rally. We need to stand up for magical creatures and objects and their rights, and they can't just be given like possessions. They're people. Yes,
Meryl immediately steps into the room and casts Calm Emotions.
Solid call.
Everyone needs to make a charisma saving throw.
That's a nat 1.
Encounter over.
Coach got a 15.
Yeah, that passes.
You can stay in rage if you
angry.
want. You will notice all of these students around you look exhausted. Like this isn't like crunch time exhaustion. This is true exhaustion. But the girl up on the stage will step down and go, "Oh, he left me here.
Who left you, honey?
Pionius. I was with him for centuries, and he died and left me. He left me like I was some kind of object." And
Meryl goes over and gives her a lollipop and puts an arm around her, but she's quite shorter than this, so it's like around her leg. To be like,
she weirdly, as you come to her, she like reaches equilibrium with you, like she shrinks to be next to you. But all of you guys, it almost looks like Meryl grew. You can't really tell, but you sort of hug her, and she goes, "Pionius was a bit of a jerk at the end, but it's not fair that he just left me. He just abandoned me. And will you guys help me talk to the deans about getting rights for magical objects? Because we're just treated so bad."
"Oh my god, honey. Of course we would love to talk to them, and like relationships can be really difficult, and sometimes there's ups and downs, and you can't let all of the bad times define the good, and unfortunately the circle of life takes no people are safe from that, and I'm so sorry you're going through a hard time."
Dag.
I'm gonna stop raging, and I'm gonna kick the mole that I've made out of a broom in a broken down oven into the hallway so that no one sees.
I would like to order my Blink dogs to provide emotional support, animal services to the.
Yes, Jordan.
That's awful, because you'd want to cuddle them, but you couldn't.
Conveniently, she's kind of like shifting as well, so she's like shifting with them all of a sudden.
I mean, you could cuddle them a full 50% of the time. Hoopfoot is gonna walk over and go, "I know you've had a hard time," and hand her a glowing pen.
Aww.
She's gonna take it.
Cool.
Maybe
I get used to telepathy. Does she have a mind?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm saying telepathically to her, it's okay. Everything will turn out for the best. We just have to understand first. It's important that we all agree before we can move on. And I just look at her meaningfully like this.
She looks up at you and then down at the pen and goes, "Maybe I could write my own story now."
"I think you'd be the great story to tell, and you should never live in any relationship, family relationships, friendships. You should never try and live through your other person. Stories are so great because they're two full people that come and mesh their lives together, and I know that you will be a great mesh to someone else's story."
Thank you, Professor, so much. oh, I'm sorry, everybody. And a little burst of energy goes out, and you see all of the students that have still been like furiously writing scripts, or writing scrolls, just kind of and hunker down. And she goes, oh goodness, and sends out another wave of magic, and you see all the students go and get a little burst of energy. And that is where we are going to have to call it. Congratulations, you have helped Paige Turner, the book. Yes, Dag.
Just as we wrap up, I want to say, all right, now listen here. I know each and every one of your names. You're on cleanup duty tomorrow, okay? I expect each and every one of you. And I don't want to hear none of this complaining that, oh, it forced me to do this. Your will save should have been strong enough. You should have made it. And this will be training your body and your mind, okay?
And the camera pans out on up through the ceiling onto the beautiful overhead shot of Strixhaven to the slowly fading voice of Coach Knuckles. Thank you, everybody, so much. Did
Thanks,
you all
everyone.
enjoy that?
That was
a lot of fun.
amazing.
Thank you so
So
much.
good.
Thank you very
It's all
much. It was a lot of fun.
Fantastic. I'm gonna let Dag do their outro. You can go ahead and do your outro, Dag. Because I know
Oh,
you've
I
got
can
a
stay till the full
fresh
outro.
outro.
That's all good. Yeah.
You're good. Okay. I don't want
good.
to hold you too long. I know you had a post engagement. Well, let's say goodbye to everybody. We'll go in order then. Let's go with Vahid. Where can we find you?
Thanks, Christa. Thanks so much. And thanks, Kelly, for the invitation. This has been a truckload of fun. You can find me. I'm the DM for Dice Legends, and everything is all of our socials everywhere. YouTube, Twitch is Dice Legends. The Legends is LEGENZ, like in New Zealand, because we film from New Zealand.
I love that. That's perfect. And Travis, where can we find you?
I'm at Travis Legg, Legge, pretty much everywhere on the internet. I'll be at twitch.tv/The Onyx Path tomorrow and Wednesday night. And I'll be at the Roll for Seduction Twitch Wednesday afternoon. So any of those
Amazing.
places.
Awesome. Everybody go check those guys out. Check out Dice Legends on everywhere. Really good tips on TikTok. Follow them there. And then go check out the Onyx Path Discord. And let's go down to, I think we had Dag next.
Yeah, guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. You can find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/DeadAussieGamer. Or if you want to, just Google Dead Aussie Gamer. You'll find like so many of the different games that I'm in. And hopefully you will see me with the Dorktail people again sometime very soon.
I hope so too. It was incredible. Definitely give a shout out. I'm sure it sounds like you have a lot of things going on. So if you ever need people, give us a shout. We're around.
Always need people.
Heck yeah. Fantastic. Go check out Dead Aussie Gamer and we'll get I'll collect all of your spots of where everyone's going to be, and I'll throw that all up on our wiki and in our Promote Yourself channel over in our Discord. So if you want to see more of these guys, we'll go do that. Charlie, hi.
Hi. My name is Charlie. You can catch me mostly on TikTok these days, but I have been doing the odd variety stream over on Chicken Charlie on Twitch or the Chicken Charlie on TikTok. It's chaotic, it's fun. It's a good time. Come hang out.
Fantastic. Absolutely go check them out over there. And Jordan, thank you so much for making time for us last minute.
No problem. I was just thrilled to be invited. I'm an esteemed company here. This is crazy.
Yes.
This is wild. So thank you, Dork Tales, for hosting, Kelly for the invite, Christa. This was an awesome game. Had a blast.
You guys are amazing.
Literally at the end. Anyway, you can find me at Not a Vampire, I Promise over on twitch.tv. So twitch.tv/Not a Vampire, I Promise. Because Not a Vampire is somehow taken, and I will, whoever has that, please give it to me. I mostly do variety streams, so more gaming and stuff like that. But come check it out. We have a really fun community, very fun atmosphere. I'd love to see you there.
Amazing. Thank you guys all so incredibly much. I am like so honored that all of you guys came to play, and like when Kelly started telling me who was agreeing to come, I was like, no, you're kidding.
I wasn't kidding.
So,
it was great.
I know. It's, oh my God. Thank you guys so much for this. Thank you, Kelly, for this incredible module. It's so much fun. I can't wait for other people to read it. Because you guys are so much fun to roleplay with, we had to miss a ton of stuff. There's so much cool stuff in this module, guys. So I can't wait for
You guys didn't even go into the bathroom.
Yes.
There's some real toilet humor in there. And alternate toilet humor rules.
Nice.
Thank you everybody in the chat for being here. You're all incredible. Everyone watching live as our patrons, you are amazing. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, both by being here and financially. And if you're watching this when this eventually comes out on live, thank you so much for coming to us as well. Your support of your time means a lot to us as well. So we really appreciate it. Hopefully we will be able to get everybody back together, at least to sort of check out the chat when we have this live on Twitch. Yeah, thank you guys again. All I can say is thank you. I'm just going to keep repeating myself with thank you because this was so incredible and I really appreciate it. It just makes me even more excited to get back to our regularly scheduled Strixhaven, which is in 2 weeks. We will have that live on here on Patreon again.
On the 13th.
I give it on the 14th. I give it to you, Kelly.
13th. But 14th is Valentine's Day. We got to go to the Netherdeep on Valentine's Day, baby. That is a sentence that has lots of things attached to it.
Yeah,
right?
I think lots of people are doing that on Valentine's Day,
Right?
Kelly.
We're not special. All right. So, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos Summer Edition. Every trick in the book. I hope that you enjoyed this. I got to do a quick shout out to all of our current patrons who are of the higher tiers now, and just to all of you in general. I need to thank our world building producers, Shulton and Soul Omen. I need to thank our divine producer, DM Michael Gray, and my mom, Jan. I need to thank my demonic producer, Precarious, my wizard of the Patreon, Tammy, and finally, the High Council of patrons, I should say. Taryn, the Traveler, Buddy, Trizelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, and Sorcerer Sanguine. You all keep Dork Tales on the air. Thank you so much for bringing us all of the love, support, and just general good vibes every day of our lives. Yeah, of our lives. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Again, as a final one, thank you everybody for being here. You guys have been so incredible to play with. I can't wait for the next opportunity to. Thank you, Kelly, for allowing this to run, for being an amazing producer and making all the fun effects. You're so incredibly awesome. We will see you, if you want to come out, we'll see you tomorrow at Netherdeep, but we'll see you back at Strixhaven University for the regular semester of second year on the 13th. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.